morning, 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 morning. Now, my hair looks even worse, doesn't it? Yesterday I was on Jewelry Maker and my hair was really floppy and I looked like an old man, so I put product in it this morning. I look even worse today. This shirt's not working either. I might change in the break. Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. Got a fabulous show for you, but first, we've got the early bird. Now, if I was to show you this, right? If I show you this, this sells so well on its own. It's very close to the edge of the desk, that. Has the camera moved again? There you go. Right, sell. No, it doesn't sew. It will not sew. It will sell brilliantly on its own, right? But for today's early bird, now you don't get two. This is a drawing. These are just the refills, right? So you get the pen, the refills, and the pencil sharpener, and another cartridge with the refills in. There you go, £16.98. Early bird special. It's £5 you're saving. £5 you're saving. I just looked at Paul because he said, could you move it to the right? Anyway, he was right because it's right next to Clive. That little black mark there is your middle of your table point, just so you know. They keep moving everything. I don't know. Yes, you do, little Paul. Anyway, buy this, buy this, buy this. It's your early bird special at £16.98. You're getting £5 off. Add to pen. Oh, you don't want me to? Want me to show you how to do it? So, did you leave me a piece of fabric to draw on it with them? No, no. Shh. Yeah, but that was before we said I was coming here, didn't it? Oh, I look a bit like a street trader now. I've rolled my sleeves up, don't I? Like when I worked at Sheldon's, I had a brown nylon overall. I can't even get this out of the blooming packet. Yeah, and then you worked your way up from potatoes and carrots to cheese and chicken broilers. I'm not ready for that yet, no. Here we go. Oh, look, of course I need to change the colour as well, really, don't I? Oh, there's already a line on it. I could have just pretended. Look. That line was from something else. There we go. Put it in the shot there. Right, you just do this, like that, like that. There's your little chalk pencil, and you mark it. Easy peasy, right? X marks the spot, right? But if you don't want to do a white marker, oh, little Paul's in a bad mood. He's just banging buttons and everything in the gallery. I can't tell you. Why are you in a bad mood, Paul? He's not bitter. What colour would you like, Paul? Pink? I don't think blue would show on that fabric. All right, I'll do blue. We're letting Paul have... all Paul's whims today will be allowed. Oh, Hannah says apart from kissing. No, can't do kissing. Can't do. Any ready? Blue, Paul. Oh, pressed too hard. I did say it wouldn't show up. But where is it? I can't even see it. See, I did tell you blue wouldn't show up very well. Exactly. You pick your colour for appropriate fabrics. He wants to try yellow now. I don't think you'll be able to see the yellow either. Oh, look, there's loads of messages coming in, Paul, while I'm too late. I've done yellow now. Oh, that's a nice one. Can you see that one? Right, do some messages while you're checking out on that. Oh, there's so many of you there. Anne says good morning. Donna says good morning. Barbara says good morning. Angela says morning, John, Clive and crew. Really looking forward to today's show. Margaret says morning, John, the Scot, looking fabulous this morning. Good morning, Hannah, Little Paul and Clive. John could be a handful today. Blocked. Block that one. Morning, John and crew, says Christine. Fiona says morning, John and team. Marcia, morning all. John, have you recovered from yesterday? You must be terribly tired. I am, Marcia. I'm shattered. Anne says good morning. Right, now, Princess. What was that all about the other day? There was a strand going on. Oh, it depends what mood he's in. I read it. Anyway, that is Princess Maya Wanamaka. I can't say her surname. Clive says good morning as well. Paula says morning, John and crew. Right. Oh, if you want to follow Paul on Instagram, he is the Duke _Duke 111. 1111. Hannah is McBabe8, if you want to follow her. Clive is, I don't know, Clive's got loads of them. Which one do you put? Bruderfeld Designs. Bruderful Designs. Bruderful Designs. Right, Hannah wants to show you something. Go on then. I can't read that, it's too small. Same principle, different brand. £14.50. I can't see any of that screen. Is that bad? £14.40. And you don't get the refills with that one. Different brand, so it's not a direct comparison. I've messed that right up. Message on my bottom. Morning, John. Lovely to see you from Diane in West Sussex. Good morning, Diane. All the snow's gone, hasn't it? Good morning. Paul's singing, everyone, just so you know. He's got his mask on, don't worry. Yeah, yeah. He wants to be in The Masked Singer next. Is that tonight? Isn't it Masked Singer's on tonight? Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Anyway, are you finished with that? Oh, you can watch it tonight, Paul. You've got nothing else to do, have you? You get that, and the refill pack. That is not a pen in there. That's just a picture on the cardboard. Right. Oh, hang on. I've got lots to do now. Hang on. Because I'm in charge of cleaning tables as well, you see. So, today's menu is... Here it comes. Boys Parka with Clive, except we've made it for a little girl. We'll show the picture, shall we? Look. Oh, I thought it was going to be the picture of the little girl. We can do that. We'll save that one. Oh, there you go. There you go. So Clive will explain who that is in a little minute for you. So it's a boys' Parka or a girls' Parka, obviously. Right, then go back to the menu. Then we've got pre-cuts at 9 o'clock. Then at 10 o'clock, we've got Elna sewing machines with Jayne Brogan. But look, she's on for 2 hours. She's on for 2 hours, the lovely Jayne Brogan, here for 2 hours. We're doing the 680. It's the last day you can get the 5-year warranty on the 680 today. We're doing the 720. We're doing the 320. And we're doing the embellisher. Is it actually just called the embellisher? No. There you go. Embellisher / needle felting. Then at 12 o'clock, blimey, it's going to be a long day. 12 o'clock, Yarn Lane, we're doing Cozy Knits with Nicola from, is that Twinkle Knits or Twink Knits? Twink Knits, Twink Knits. I can't see the thing from here. Do you need the cutting board, Clive? Paul saying. No. No, that's fine, thank you. Okay, that's it, that's it, that's it. So what, have we got any other pictures to show? No? No other pictures to show. Now, you can get in touch. 3 different ways you can get in touch. We're going to the website first. Go to the website, click on Watch the Show Live, and then you'll see the little box to the right-hand side there. It says, write something here. Hannah's writing, hello, John. Click on Send Message. Oh, hang on. She's gone, I'm Hannah, right. And then you press Send Message and get a little message say that it's been sent, and that's the little white boxes that come across the bottom of the screen. Scroll down the page, there is today's bestseller so far. That is our early bird. Then everything from today's show is on pre-order. Once we have shown it, it then goes on to, is it called bestsellers? What's it called, the left-hand column? Hannah looks at it every day and she doesn't know what it's called. Bestsellers, it'll come up as right. You can also send me an email. Here it is. Oops, here it is. Oops, here it is. studio@sewingstreet.com. That will go through to Hannah and she will read those ones out to me. Or you can send me a message on Facebook Live, which is the one that I read out here. And there it is, Sewing Street TV. Right, before we go on with the show, let's see who else is in. Barbara says, morning, Clive. Oh, just you. Barbara's only said good morning to you. Princess is laughing. Alison Marion says, you look seriously ready for business with your sleeves rolled up. Emma Bradford. Oh, we love Emma Bradford. And we love Alison Marion as well. I'm watching you from bed, says Emma. That's because she's been snoring. And Mikey, her husband, wakes her up when she's been snoring. Pauline says, morning, everyone. Cherry Cavill says, good morning. Now, Cherry, did you watch me on Jewelry Maker yesterday? I bet she didn't. Anyway, we're all sending you lots and lots of love, Cherry. Right, so the first hour is, I have to show you a picture because I haven't got it here, Clive's got it over there. It's this little Parka top. It's called a boy's Parka top, but that's obviously not a little boy. Who is she? Who is she? First of all, here's Clive.
Hello.
And who's your model?
So that's Ruby. So that's one of the neighbours, Laura and Steve's daughter. And they very kindly modelled it.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of finished it and I thought it needed kind of somebody to wear it.
Yes, because we haven't got a mannequin that size here, right?
That's what I thought.
Huge,
so I just thought I'd kind of go around, and it was quarantined before. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, everything was safe. But yeah, she's over the moon to be on television.
Oh,
as well, so yeah.
bless you. She can save that forever.
She thought she was going to be on the Sewing Bee.
Oh, sadly not. Sadly not.
Oh,
anyway, let's get on. So, if you want to make this, there you go, get in the right place. If you want to make this, you need to buy a book called Happy Homemade So Chic Kids. Ooh, try saying that with someone else's teeth in. 20 designs that are fun and unique, just like your kid. Includes 20 patterns. Now, I need to point out that this is not for beginners. Clive will tell you more later, but this is not for beginners. Because what it is first of all, you've got pictures in the book, first of all, of... Here you go. So you've got lovely photos of all of the projects and what they are. Then you have, they're all the photos. Then you have the layout pattern and how you make it. But this, hang on, I was on page 60. So hang on, let me show you the one we're going to be doing. Right. So what you do is, when you've cut your patterns out, which I'll show you where they are in a minute, this is how you then lay it out. And then it tells you the order of which to sew it together. But that's it as far as instructions are concerned. There are no written instructions apart from what's just written by the side of each of those drawings, right? And then if you go to the back here, you've got a big envelope. And now all your patterns are in here, but you do need to trace them off, look, because all the patterns, you're used to this. The Sewing Bee book was the same, wasn't it? All the patterns... You have to enlarge them. They're all the right size, but if you can see here, they all overlap each other. So when you have to find the size that you want for the pattern piece that you want, and then you trace around it and you cut your pattern out like that. Do not cut them from here. Do not cut them from here. Right, morning, John. Watching with my granddaughter, Ella Rose, and have bought the book already. Didn't want to miss out. Oh, Joanne. There's some pretty things in here. I'll show you in a minute. But I just want to point out it's not for beginners, and that's how your patterns come. But there are 20... There are 20 patterns. There we go. Right, let's have a look at a few of the projects before we get on with Clive and his project. Let's do the photographs so then we can see how beautiful these all are. Right. So you've got dress with frilled shoulders, dress with square neckline, ribbon-tied blouse, flared shorts, tiered dress, smock dress, tiered blouse, pin-tuck blouse. Oh, look, I love those shorts. We were talking yesterday on Jewelry Maker about Paul's shorts for his holidays. And V-neck dress, dress with flared sleeves, knee-length shorts. So far, the boys have only had shorts. Shorts with back pockets, front button smock, wide leg pants, tiered skirt, boy stand-up collar shirt, pinafore. That's the pinafore again. That's what we're making today. Then you've got boy shirt there. And you don't get those. So aren't they cute? It's such a cute little book. How much is it? Right, okay. $13.99 for 20 patterns. Hi, John and Clive. Love the book, but no grandchildren. Grandchildren. From Alison. Hang on. Hi, John and Clive. Love the book, but no grandchildren. Or I think that's meant to be great-grandchildren, is it? Now, that's not our Alison, is it? Is that our Alison? Anyway, it's a beautiful book. At $13.99 for all those patterns, right? We've got some little bundles for you here. Oh, the light won't go off in the gallery, and all I can see is Paul and Hannah are both wearing, mine's, you know, the plastic visors, and it's just blinding me like that. I don't think you're supposed to wear it like that, Hannah. She's got it upside down. Right, okay, so which colour first? Colourway that Clive's made it in. So here it is. What you get here is you get the gorgeous blue and white gingham, plus the piece. Now, actually, you only need this much elastic. So you can have lots for your stash. Metre and a half, I think, is the fabric. A metre and a half the fabric, plus your elastic. There's no cord for the bottom. If you are going to make it into a parka, you need to get your own cord and toggles and everything. £12.49. Nice. I think that's gorgeous. The one we've made hasn't got the toggle and the cord in it. You can make that option if you want to. There you go. 100% cotton gingham. It's lovely. It feels gorgeous, actually.
Nice to work with.
Nice to work with. Actually, well, I had to look at a pattern this morning for Jess, and that fabric would be quite nice for that as well. Anyway, moving on. Next one, the one you're going to be making it in, which is this one. That's nice, isn't it? Again, 100% cotton. Like little stars on it. Can you see? Zoom on in, little Paul. That's how big they are. On the picture on the website, they look huge. They're not at all. And they're definitely not purple. Navy background with white stars. £11.99. Now, £11.99 gets you the whole metre and a half, plus the elastic. I don't know what it looks like. Is it funny? Oh yeah, on the telly it doesn't look like on the website it doesn't look anything like that. Glennie says morning. Jenny says morning. Glennie says morning. Clive. Lynn says good morning. Bernadette says Emma, you deserve a lay in bed, so carry on resting and relaxing. Oh, I'll just message other people. Why don't you, Bernadette? I'm only joking. Right. Okay, that's that one. That's one you're going to see made next. The seersucker. Now, this is called, they call this, for some reason, they call this yellow gingham fabric. Seersucker is this beautiful, I don't know actually what it's a bit scrunchy, isn't it? It's got kind of little ruching in it.
Looks like that, like cheesecloth.
It's a bit like cheesecloth. It's not as open weave as cheesecloth, but it's gorgeous to wear for little kids because it's very breathable. And it's definitely a stripe, not a gingham. Okay, and you get your piece of elastic with that one as well. It's in shop. Paul's hungry already. It's 8:20. Paul's hungry and tired. And annoyed. He's got all the emotions today. And then moving on. Oh, it's little Paul's last day today, everybody, and he's a bit sad. Blue dot. £12.49 this one. This is your blue spot. I don't know why they've put boys Parka in the graphics. Yeah, it's because in the book they've called it boy, but I mean the little boys' bodies aren't that different to that shape, different shape at that age, are they? Anyway, that's that one. £12.49. And then last but not least, there's no dinosaurs, Paul, just spots today. Ooh.
Oh, it would look good in dinosaur fabric.
It would look nice in dinosaur fabric, wouldn't it? He's rarely wrong, is little Paul. Purple, yeah, purple spots. Well, that's not really true. It's white spots on purple. £12.49. Isn't that, now what colour was the shirt Mark made? Because he was wearing a shirt, wasn't he, with spots?
It was kind of like a green.
It was like dark tealy green.
Yeah,
or
olivey green, yeah. Yeah.
But it's good quality. It's very, very good quality. The thing is, I can't see a little boy, and I know we can't be gender, but I can't see a little boy wearing purple dots myself.
Well, I'd wear purple dots.
Yeah, but you're hardly a little boy now, are you?
Wow, if I was a little boy, I'd wear purple dots.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would.
Purple t-shirt.
Oh, message going across the bottom. Good morning, John, Clive and crew. Tuning in for the first time from bed. Sending love from Woking in Surrey, Craig.
Ah, good morning.
Good morning, Craig, from your bed.
Good morning.
How random. It's the first time you're watching and you're in bed and you message him, but thank you very much indeed. That's very kind of you.
Well, a lot of people watch in bed, don't they? It's quite early in the morning on a Saturday.
Say that again.
It's quite early in the morning on a Saturday.
It is. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Sally Buxton says, morning, John. The book looks great. However, I wish there were more patterns for little boys. Funny, is it, Sally, that it was mainly girls? We'll try and find a boy one. Lovely book, but no little ones to make for, says Glennis. Tina says, morning, Joel. Watched you have a smashing time on Jewellery Maker yesterday. Can't see what you get up to today. I'm too tired to get up to anything today. Emma says, looks like yellow seersucker. It is, Emma, thank you. Perfect for kids' clothes. Bernadette says, what do you mean, Paul's Day? Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, love Bernadette. Well, it's because none of you went out with him on a date. We were trying to find Paul a date. None of you came up with a date, so that's it. He's on. Little Paul's last day. Good luck, little Paulie, whatever you're going to do, says Margaret. He'll be back. I'll bet you any money he'll be back to do freelance shifts. He'll be back to do freelance shifts. Right, okay, Clive. So, I'm not going to do anything else just yet. Tell me, was it easy, difficult? What was it?
So, reading the instructions, you need to know what you're doing, really.
Right.
Because, you know, like a lot of patterns, a lot of patterns have very detailed written instructions. This one is very visual.
Right.
I'll just pop that there.
Yeah, perfect.
So you've obviously got the numbers around the jacket of where to go. I think at certain stages you could do them in a different order, as long as you know what you're doing.
Yes.
By the first one starts off with the Raglan Sleeve. Then the second one you do the down the arm and down the side seams.
Yeah, so if you're a complete beginner, you wouldn't know.
No, this is definitely not. This is definitely not a book for a beginner. You need to kind of know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So from that point of view, I mean, there was a couple of bits where I was a bit like, oh, you know, even I had to sit.
Even you, Clive. Even you.
Well, I'm not the best sewer in the world.
Oh, you're brilliant, Clive.
I'm not the best
but no,
sewer.
you're very, very good.
But I think it's really important to sit, read, go through each process just so you can kind of get it in your head. And if you get stuck, just stop and kind of like, you know, have a break.
Exactly. There's no web. Is there a web? Oh no, it's just the publishers.
No, I did try looking for some tutorial videos, but I couldn't find any out there. So,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, we like to be honest because we don't want you to get a book home and think, oh, Clive made it. Must, you know, it'd be easy. If we don't tell you, we think it's a gorgeous book, but we don't think it's a gorgeous book for somebody who's never sewn before.
Yeah. I mean, you know, this Parka top here is there's only 1, 2, 6, 7.
There's only 475 parts.
There's 7 pieces.
Yeah.
Make sure I count that right. Yeah, 7 pieces.
Yeah.
So it's pretty basic. And then there's obviously the buttonholes. I have pre-done these, by the way, but I'll go through why I've done that, because just time reasons.
Yeah, we don't need to, because we got sewing machine demonstrations later, so we can save that for Jayne to do.
So, as usual, you're going to have to trace off the... Oh, that's gone. It doesn't matter.
You don't need it?
No, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I mean, at home, we're quite fortunate that we've got this pattern paper at home, but you can use tracing paper or...
brown paper,
baking,
parchment paper.
Yeah, parchment paper, just to trace it off, because you will need to do that before you start cutting out.
Yeah. What did you find the easiest way to trace it off from the book? How did you trace it off? Because obviously all the patterns are all overlapping each other. How did you just put the paper on top and draw through?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just basically finding the line. Are they different coloured? Like, yeah, they are, yeah. Just finding the line and making sure that you're concentrating on that line. You know, just checking that you're following the right one.
Yeah, and you haven't gone suddenly off onto...
Yeah, you're going to end up
with
what
it is in the pattern, you can have the little girl's dress overlapped by the little boy's parka, overlapped by the sleeve from something else. You just have to make sure that you're getting the ones that you want in the size that you want.
Many people that sew will kind of come across this tracing off and be used to that kind of process. So again, for a beginner, that you could open up that massive piece of paper and get quite confused.
Yes, exactly.
And if you do buy it and you are a beginner, just take your time.
Yeah, or pop round to Clive's and he'll help.
Pop round, I'll help you.
Oh no, you can't pop round.
Oh no, you can't.
Can't pop round.
Sorry.
Never mind. No, not yet.
Not yet, anyway.
Okay, right. So you've cut all your pieces out.
I've got all the pieces. I'm gonna first do the Raglan sleeve, which is quite a nice, easy sleeve to do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are a beginner, it is quite a nice, easy one rather than an inset sleeve.
But it doesn't look anything like a sleeve. That's what I found computing. Can you pick up the thing and show us what Raglan sleeve looks like finished?
Oh, should I lay that down? Yeah.
The other way around. Oh, you can do it that way, it's fine.
Should I do it the other way around?
Yeah. Oh, it's all right for you when I do it that way. Australia, John, Australia. We're not in Australia, but he gets to me.
Oh, do you want it the other way around?
No, we won't do it that way.
Oh, okay.
Do it that way now.
So this is the Raglan sleeve.
Yeah.
Goes down here, and then obviously that's the neckline.
Yeah. So there's no sleeve head. You don't have to set in a sleeve.
No, it's brilliant. A normal sleeve would kind of come up here.
Yeah.
But this is quite nice.
Okay, perfect. I like Raglan sleeve on ladies' dressing things because they're very flattering as well. Oh, hang on. Hazel says, morning, John and Clive. Can you tell me what age range the patterns cover, please? Oh, good question, Hazel. I should have done that, shouldn't I? My bad. Right, the cover sizes...
I cut this up to a size 8, I think.
Well, the sizes are 2, 4, 6, 8, and that is height 100 centimetres to 130 centimetres. Chest goes from 54 to 66 centimetres. Waist goes from 49 to 55. And hip goes from 57 to 70. They don't do ages. They're just the 4 sizes that the patterns come in. Oh, so this is the biggest size?
This is the biggest one, yeah.
Okay.
I thought they had sizes on there. Is it not on the main?
They've got size 2, 4, 6, 8, but not ages. Did you see ages?
I just thought I saw ages.
Oh, hang on then.
Somewhere.
Size chart.
Could be wrong.
No.
I'm not always right.
No, not like little Paul, who's always right. No, he's rarely wrong, little Paul. No, it's just, and that won't go to an age though. How old's your friend's daughter?
I think she's 8.
Oh, okay.
Or she's 7 or 8.
Yeah, they just all called them sizes 2, 4, 6, 8. They haven't said if it's an age.
I suppose in this day and age, it's very it's difficult to age the children's patterns, I suppose, because everybody's different shapes and sizes.
We certainly are.
Just like adults. Right, I've just pinned that first. Sorry, I should have explained what I was doing.
Oh, yes.
When you're, I don't know if you can see that on there. Can you? Oh, you probably can't. But I've basically marked with bit of chalk. That's the back. This is obviously the back piece.
Right.
Sorry, sleeve for the back, because they're slightly different.
The back and the front of the sleeve.
Yeah.
So is there a seam that goes down?
No.
So the sleeve is in one piece?
Yeah, it's in one piece.
Okay, but the shaping for the back is slightly different to the shaping for the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So just make sure that you put a couple of double chalk lines for the back. Oh, God. Sorry, my foot piece isn't in the right place.
It's on the end of your leg, Clive, isn't it?
What, my foot? I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The pedal.
Oh, because Hannah was calling it something completely different this morning. She was like, do you want this cut-offy thingy, footy thing?
So this is a 1 centimetre seam allowance as well on this pattern. Most patterns come with a 1.5, but this is a 1.
I suppose because it's children, everything's smaller, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you do have to be quite dexterous sometimes to sew with your hands.
Yeah.
You have to be, fiddly sometimes.
And what size stitch are you using?
I'm just using the standard 2.4.
Okay. Shelley says, morning, John, Clive and crew.
And fruit. And who?
Shelley from Lincolnshire. She'll be
John,
in a
Clive
she-shirt.
and fruit.
To what?
Did you say fruit?
Crew.
Oh, crew.
Ooh, none of us can hear him properly today, are we? Morning, John, Clive and crew. Love Clive's Esme t-shirt. Brilliant book, but have no little ones to sew for anymore. They've all grown up. Oh, Joe from the Isle of Man. You can always sew for little Paul. Are any of them old enough to be going out with little Paul? We're going to try our best to get him a girlfriend by the end of the day. We should have taken a picture. We should have done a Lonely Hearts picture, shouldn't we?
Lonely Hearts Club.
Oh! No, we're only here till 1. We can't do miracles, John.
Oh. In trouble.
It's because she's in love with him, really.
Ah.
We've said since day 1, the tension between them, the frisson between them. Paul's staying very quiet.
So I'm just gonna. So with the one that I did, I ironed the seam towards the front.
Right. How did you finish the seams off in the real one?
It does suggest that you overlock them.
Okay.
But you could pink and shear, or you could zigzag, I guess, to stop it fraying on the inside.
Yeah.
But a nice little thing that I like to do with these is I like to kind of put a top stitch on.
Pauline says she wouldn't mind a toy boy. She's 30. Well, it depends how old she is. He's 38, Pauline.
38, isn't it 38?
Paul.
Yeah, I thought it was younger.
Oh, well, you've made his day, Clive.
Ah, last day.
Yeah, you made your last day. He's punching the air, because the light's on in the gallery, I can see everything they're doing, he's punching the air in the gallery.
So I'm just going to go and top stitch that down.
Oh, okay, so you press it towards and then
you don't have to do this.
Right, okay, but I like it.
to.
Yeah, no, I like it. So.
Just because it adds a little bit of, I don't know, it just finishes it off nicer. Yeah. Just try and get that as close as you can to the where you've pressed. Pop that in.
Pauline is 64, Paul. Paul, so you would be a toy boy to Pauline, wouldn't you? And Sue, that's who it's meant to be on his T-shirt.
Esme.
Yeah, it says, the T-shirt like it's got Esme on it.
Am I allowed to talk about this T-shirt?
It depends.
So a friend of mine, Rob, is doing Ready for the Sewing Bee next year. Is doing this year even, a podcast called Sewing Bee Unpicked.
And is it part of the BBC?
It's not part of the BBC.
Okay, we should leave it there. Really, it's not the official. It's not the official podcast for it.
No. It's not the official one, but it could be.
Yeah. They don't want to do the official one. We already looked into it.
They don't.
No.
Well, so Rob's just a fan of the show. He's kind of doing it for himself. So if you can see that there. We zoom in.
Zoom in. Oh, Paul, zoom in.
Zoom in. You might not be able to see it. It's purple. I use purple thread, but...
There you go. He's coming in now.
He's coming. Can you see... where am I? There.
Paul's a lovely long message. I'm not going to read it all out on the Facebook thingy. Right.
So we're going to get the other sleeve.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to attach that as well. So we're going to check our notches on the front. So there it is, that's the front one. Yeah, checking that, it's the front piece. Yeah, the front piece has got like quite a deep V in it.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't think of Raglan sleeves having much shaping, but it's got to go under the arm still, hasn't it? There's no curved head to the sleeve, but it's still got to fit under the armhole.
It's got a slight, so towards the side seam, it's got a slight kind of curve. It's very slight though.
Yeah.
It's more kind of a straight seam. Just edge that out a little bit. Talk amongst yourselves.
Huh?
Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Okay, we're just watching the master at work.
The master at work. It's pinning under pressure.
Do what, Clive?
Pinning under pressure.
No pressure.
Oh, I've done those the wrong way around now.
Oh no, pinning under pressure.
I know. Okay, don't do that, folks. Right, let's just nail that one through. Anyway, John, did you have a nice New Year? Where were you? What did you do?
I was just at home, because you weren't allowed to go anywhere, were you?
No.
So I was at home, and we had fireworks on the green in front of my house, but we all stayed in our houses. Some people were outside in their drives, I stayed in my house. Got a quick question from Pauline. Can you explain to me, on a dress pattern, the bust shows European bust size in inches, but then shows bust sizes underneath in oh, hang on. Oh, right, okay then. Yes, because the actual bust size isn't your bust measurement. It's taken in two different places. Like when you take a measurement for a bra, one measurement is taken over the nipples and one measurement is taken underneath the actual boob. Yeah.
Boob?
So I didn't
We're
know
allowed
it's
to say
true.
boob on telly.
Huh?
We're allowed to say boob.
They're more worried that I said nipples. No, in dressmaking though, you measure point to point.
Yeah,
don't
you do. It's
nipple
here.
to nipple.
Yeah, it's here.
And the average size for a man is 8 inches, nipple to nipple. Paul's going to go and check now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Something we didn't know.
I know. We'll measure Paul's in the break.
Or did we need to know that information?
Yes, he's ignoring us now.
This is last day. It might be important for him to find a suitor.
I don't know how we're going to find. Have you got any single female friends that might like to go out with Paul?
Do you know what, actually? I might have someone.
How old is she?
She is 36.
Good.
Yeah.
How tall is she?
She's probably... Oh, no, she's... Oh, because Paul's quite short, isn't he?
Oh, I wasn't going to say that. Because Nicole Kidman went out with Tom Cruise.
That's true. She's probably about the same height, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
perfect.
Same height as you or the same height as Paul?
Same height as Paul.
Oh, there you go. Good. And she lives local to you, does she?
She's in Warwick.
Oh, Warwick. That's good.
Yeah, she's got her own place.
Yeah. What does she do
Which
for a
is
living?
important. Well, she works in a hotel,
Oh, okay.
which she's not working
Can't do
at
at
the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Because she's
got plenty
furloughed.
of time. Mind you, you can't meet her anyway, Paul, can you? Chat to her online, maybe.
Yeah. Shall I do an introduction?
Yes, do.
Okay.
_Duke1111 is his Instagram.
Okay. So so she can go and check out his
Yeah.
pictures first. Yeah.
Yeah, don't give him hers until she's had a look at his.
Until...
So she can look at his, but don't tell Paul what her handle is.
Right, okay.
Handle? Is it called handled anymore? That's CB radio, isn't it?
I think people do use it as the terminology.
Roger,
handle.
Roger. Fluffy duck. Oh, got a message from Angela. Get me out of this, Angela. Morning, boys. Love Clive's t-shirt, but it's making me feel cold. I'm snowed in Leeds and freezing. Bye-bye, Paul, and good luck from Ange.
Cold? Why is it making her feel
He hasn't
cold?
gone yet. He goes at 1 o'clock. He'll be out that door at 1 minute past 1. At that door. He's already done his prep for tomorrow, because we have to prep for tomorrow's show. Did you say there was another one? Oh, that was it.
So, both those sleeves are on the front now, so I've got to nail them to the back. Not literally nail them, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Morning, says Jeanette. How are you, love? Jeanette. It's cold up where you are, isn't it, Jeanette, at the moment?
Where's Jeanette?
She's up in the northeast.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not cold here.
But they've had snow, haven't they, up there? Have they?
We had snow. Didn't you have snow?
It was hardly. It was a dusting, and then it melted 2 hours later.
Yeah. Paul had a walk in the snow the other day on his own.
Ah.
Hannah put plastic bags over all her plants.
Really?
Yeah. You don't have to. Then they can cope if they're in the garden, Hannah.
You suffocate them. Poor little
Oh,
plants.
acers don't like it. No, they don't like wind either, do they? The leaves go funny, don't they, if they're in the wind or the cold? No, but they haven't got leaves at the moment, but if they freeze now, when the leaves come out in spring, they're all a little bit like... Ah.
Like gold.
Marina says, morning, gorgeous. Good morning, Marina. Oh, Paul's saying good morning as well.
Morning, gorgeous. Who's she talking to?
Me, I think.
Oh. Not me.
No, it's Clive, not gorgeous then, Marina. By the way, Clive's only here for 1 hour today.
I'm only here for 1 hour.
So he'll be back home in bed by 9:30.
Yeah. Saturday. Well, I think I'd like a nice fried egg sandwich when I get home.
Oh, is Mark watching?
Yes.
Mark, fried egg sandwich for 1, please.
Thank you.
What would you like to drink with it?
Orange juice.
Oh, orange juice, please. Oh, actually, Mark, there's in the Yarn Lane, we're doing tea cozies. Yeah,
tea
no, but
cozies?
Mark always has a teapot, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
And he won't need the hot water bottle.
We don't do tea bags in our house.
No. Morning, chap, says Margaret. Love Clive's Mohican.
Well, this is my, as a balding man, and obviously all the barbers and hairdressers are all closed.
Shut, that's why mine
this
looks
is
like
my kind of go-to look.
Do you do it yourself then?
Yeah, just kind of like get a mirror. Oh, that's probably why it's a bit wonky, actually.
Oh no. Paul, maybe you should do that.
Has he got a bit of a that he can grow there?
No, shh. Very sensitive area.
Don't say anything.
He's now got to the stage where he shaves his head now. It's shining in the light from him.
Wow, mine's all shiny at the moment. There we go. Let's pat it down.
Marcy says, what lovely pictures of Paul walking in the snow.
Oh, somebody's checking him out already.
That's our Marcia. She's... Oh, it just says, lovely photos from Paul in walks in the snow. Oh, you took photos not of yourself in the snow, but of the snow. Christina
It's gotta be
says,
done, hasn't it,
morning,
really?
gorgeous boys. Love the two of you together. So informative. No, I thought that was about to say no swearing. No sewing for me. Only planning a fractured wrist after flying downstairs. Oh, Christina, we were only just talking about that. Were you carrying washing down the stairs? Were you? I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
He's not laughing, honest.
I'm not laughing.
He's not.
No, but that's that. Paul's friend, who is in an accents department, says most accents happen. People trying to carry washing down the stairs.
Oh, don't. That's horrific.
That's why I have my
Have you got
washing
a
machine upstairs, so
Have
I don't have to carry.
Have you?
Yeah, I've got a little room upstairs. That's my washing machine in the tumble dryer.
I've never seen a washing machine upstairs before.
Have you not?
No.
Oh no. So then you don't have to take your dirty washing down to the kitchen, or through the kitchen.
You just have the washing machine downstairs. I'd never known it.
It's got its own little room.
Very bizarre.
No, it's easy because then when you take your dirty clothes off at night time, you don't have to put them in the basket to take downstairs. You just put them in the basket next to the washing machine upstairs.
John's so opulent, he has a washing machine room upstairs.
I wouldn't call it a room. It's a cupboard.
He's got his own kind of utility room upstairs.
Yeah, the only trouble is though, it's next to, because I've now moved my office upstairs.
Oh yeah.
So if my iPad's here on the desk like this,
and you can
home,
hear it on the screen.
No, when the washing machine goes, it jumps off the table because it shakes the whole of the upstairs of the house.
Obviously, when you're doing these seams, let's get. You know, lock it, backstitch. I'm not doing that just for.
Marina says my daughter turned up at our wedding with a pink Mohican.
Oh, I used to have a pink Mohican.
Did you?
I did, yeah. A long time ago when I was a student. It's kind of like up here.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Like a proper
one, yeah. Yeah.
I had a blue stripe through my hair, like went round.
It takes ages and ages to do, though.
Oh no, they were different.
Yeah.
Didn't you do it with egg whites or something like that?
Soap.
Oh, soap.
Yeah, soap and just kind of until it dries.
Were you like one of those punks that we'd cross the road if we saw
No,
you
not at all.
coming?
Me.
Yeah. Well,
can you imagine? No, I'm nice. I am. Right. So we've sewn on these sleeve pieces there, and that's what it looks like when it's laid flat. There we go. All right.
Oh, we've started off the whole thing now.
So now...
Cheryl says, morning, John, Clive and team. My parents have their washing machine in the garage. Well, I'd have to go outside. My garage isn't attached to my house. I'd have to go outside to then get in the garage. I used to have it in Twickenham. My first flat in Twickenham, I had it in the shed. Why haven't you got a laundry chute, John, says Anne. My friend does her washing machine dryer upstairs as well, says Marilyn. And Jackie says, morning, John and Clive. Sorry I'm late. What have I missed about little Paul? It's his last day today, Jackie.
Last day.
And he's looking for a girlfriend. Anyway, sorry, Clive, carry
on. We're going to pin up the sides now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've just kind of put right sides together, and then we're going to sew. Well, okay, I'm going to start this end.
Yeah, you've turned the ends in.
So yeah, I've already pre-pressed my, because this is to prepare the pattern,
right?
The pieces.
Yeah.
I would pre-press them.
But you don't sew them.
But you don't sew them.
You carry on. You open it out. And
open it out and then sew.
Okay, I hate to tell you, Clive, you've only got 10 minutes left.
Oh my goodness.
Well, all this washing machine talk.
Let's talk about washing machines, more sewing. Yeah, so you press them open, and then it's just easier for when you're hemming at the end, just to go but.
Yeah.
It's done.
When the show's over, will you go onto the Facebook live stream? There's lots of questions for you.
Yeah. Okay.
About your T-shirt and about your friend and everything like that.
Yeah.
So you can
okay, we'll do.
write it on there.
I will.
Lulu says, morning, John and Clive. Have a good day, lovelies. Oh, lovely to see you, Clive. Love your demos.
Oh, thank you very much, Lulu. Lulu, come to
Lulu.
Lulu, come to Harry. Do you remember that? Harry Enfield. Lulu, come to Harry. No? I've gone a bit crazy, sorry.
No.
I
bet
Lulu knows.
Yes, but there's also a perfume advert for Lulu.
Lulu.
Yes.
That sounds very...
And then there's a Cleo
opulent.
advert. That wasn't Lulu. Oh, no, that was Nicole. Nothing to do with Lulu.
Nicole?
Nicole. Papa.
Papa? Mama?
Oh, they have to go outside to their washing machine too. It's not ideal as they're in their 80s.
Oh.
My dad sent it upstairs on my mum's stair lift, says Cheryl. Derek says student day hair was a shaggy Kevin Keegan perm for him. Looked a bit like the Dulux dog. At least you had hair then, eh, Derek?
Yeah, sadly, this is the only style that I can go with now. Unless I have an operation and get loads of hair transplanted.
Well, who was it? Oh, no, I shouldn't really talk about it now. No, I know a few people have had it done, but just recently I've known somebody who's had almost the whole of their head done. They went to, must have been a year ago now though, they went to somewhere like Poland or somewhere like that to have it done.
I just couldn't have it done. I know I couldn't. I just wouldn't do it.
I bet the delivery drivers love carrying a washer upstairs. They've got concrete blocks inside them to stop them bouncing around when doing the full
that's
spin.
a point. When you moved house then, your removal men, did they carry
No,
the
because
washing machine
I left the
upstairs?
washing machine in the house in Twickenham.
Oh.
And the people who I bought from left the washing machine, which died the next day after I'd moved in.
That's annoying.
So I went to John Lewis's and bought a washing machine tumble dryer. They only delivered to the kitchen, and then whoever plumbed it in for me, he and his mate had to carry them upstairs.
Oh, so you had a plumber.
They didn't mind though. You have to pay when you order from places like John Lewis's now. You have to say whether it's upstairs or downstairs.
Oh, do you?
It costs more money. Yeah. Will Paul come out to say bye-bye when he goes? Yes, we'll get him out at the end of the show.
Ah. But then he might be back.
We'll get Paul. Yeah, he'll come back. We'll get Paul to come out and wave to you in the next hour because there's no guest on the next hour, so he can come and stay and have a chat in the next hour.
Ah.
Mic yourself up, Paul.
Put some makeup on.
Well, no, you'll only need one camera on you if you're talking. We won't need to cut between shots.
So we're just at the arm point here.
Yeah.
We'll lift the foot. We'll pivot.
Yeah.
And then we'll go down the arm piece.
Okay.
It's quite straightforward, this bit. I think an adult version of one of these would be quite nice.
No, I think they're quite cute, yeah. I wonder how difficult it would be to grade it up. Oh, mind you, Mark's been doing some grading up, hasn't he?
No.
Wasn't he doing some I thought his Instagram last night said...
So he's basically sent off one of his patterns to
be graded.
Because hopefully this year he'll be releasing some patterns.
Excellent.
I know.
Boys' patterns or girls' patterns?
Well...
Don't give anything away if it's a secret. Don't give.
It's not a secret. Is it a secret? I'm not sure. But it's going to be a versatile pattern, I think. So it's going to be a pattern that you can make for men and women.
Oh, excellent.
So it's kind of
Don't
like
say anything else.
No, all right, yeah.
Only because I don't spoil his launch or whatever.
We haven't got a launch date for it or anything like that. It's just irons in the fire.
Oh well, the thing is, everything's being put on. Nothing's happening as normal at the moment, is it?
Well, he's found somebody that used to do design for a big company, but obviously has been made redundant. So a lot of people are adapting, aren't
Yes.
they?
Oh, you have to, yeah. Also, it's good to send it out to grade because it's not the easiest thing in the world to do grading patterns, is it?
No. No, I don't know how to do it.
Oh, no, it's complicated.
It's a whole skill within itself. So I'm just going to, as we've got short time, I'm just going to go through the motions of what we would do next.
Yes.
Okay. So that's done down there. We would turn it right side out. Actually, I can sew that quick.
Yeah.
So this is the hood piece.
Oh, okay. And that comes in two pieces then?
Yeah, two pieces. And again, I have kind of...
Oh, that's the bit. That's the bit that goes around the front. That's not... Yeah, I got it now.
Yeah, so that's the bit that goes around. That's the hem for the front piece. So I've pre-done that just because it saves time at the end.
But I also think it's not only saves time, but it actually ends up looking neater to do that, doesn't it?
Yeah. So we'll just quickly nail this together.
We're not nailing, we're sewing.
Sorry, we're sewing. I don't know why I say that.
No. Do you say it in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Lorraine says, Chris Lorraine says, good morning, John. You were great on jewellery make yesterday. Thank you, Lorraine. I'm exhausted, and I've got to do it all again tomorrow.
He's exhausted.
You forget how exhausting it is. It's full on.
What's on your rider?
Oh, it's not even a dressing room. It's just a corridor and a toilet. Yeah.
A corridor and a toilet. Nice.
Yes.
The glam life.
Yeah. And there's lots of little windy. I got completely lost when I came out the corridor to get changed in. Couldn't find the studio, couldn't find the gallery, couldn't find anything.
So obviously on a curve, you just want to take your time and go around it slowly. And with this, because you would see it, you want to finish it off nicely. Because if the hood's down, you're going to see the inside.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So overlock. So on the one that I did, I overlocked it. We're still 1 centimetre seam allowance.
Okay.
No pinning on this, because frankly there's no time. Just get like a 4-hour long sewing show. As in, demo for 4 hours.
Yes. We've got a sew along this week, haven't we? It's Tuesday. Tuesday we've got a sew along.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's only an hour though, again. But yes, yeah, to do something like this, you really do need more time.
Yeah. So let me just turn that over, and then we're top stitching.
Oh, Vix is watching.
Oh, hi, Vix. I still haven't done a show with Vix yet.
Haven't you?
Is that Vix that works here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not done a show with Vix
No,
yet?
not done one. She bailed on me last time.
She did what?
She bailed on me.
Did she?
She changed her.
Oh, she swapped with...
I'm joking.
Yeah, no, it wasn't her fault. That's because Rebecca Reed wanted to change. Because you had Rebecca Reed in the end, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
It was good fun, though. I had fun with Rebecca.
What, with Rebecca?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've called her Bex for years, and now she's on the telly, we have to call her Rebecca.
Oh, I called her Bex.
Oh, no, she's not allowed to call her Bex on air.
Oh.
Did she not snap at you?
Oh,
well, you're very honoured.
Oh, I'm going to have to go back and watch the video now to see what I did call her. So I'm just top stitching that pre pressed hem that I did. So you would obviously sew up the hood and then sew this down.
Derek says your jewellery maker show was fantastic. Almost bought an entire programme's worth of silver clay products and books, but the cutters had sold out. Had they? Did they sell out that quickly? We had this my first day I used to on jewellery maker was this clay. I've never seen it before. Clay that you mould into a shape, and then you cut it and you stamp it, and then you get one of those things you make creme brulee tops with and burn it for 2 minutes, and it turns into real silver.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Paul. You've got a minute left, sorry, Clive. After saying you've got 4 hours. So, who said? Sharon says, could you do a French seam on the hood seam, the other?
Oh, yeah, you could. That's a really good idea.
Yeah. There it is. I wonder as well if you could almost bag it out. Do you know what I mean? You could almost bag the hood out. So that, as in to make two hoods, bag it out round that seam, and then you haven't got any seams on show. But then it depends how difficult it is. No, it wouldn't be too difficult to get it under the binding at the neckline, would it?
A French seam would be really nice.
Yes.
I should have done that now.
No.
Unpick, start again.
Yeah, in your 30 seconds.
So, yeah, I've just sewn along there. And then what you do... oops, I don't need that anyway.
Just as well?
Well, it's just to mark the elastic.
Yeah.
Because there's an elastic piece in the front. But what I will do is just to find the middle of the back, just match up those two seams from the Raglan sleeve.
Yeah.
It's a quick way of just finding the centre back. Pop a pin in there, just so we know where it is. And then what we do is right sides together, obviously with the hood at the back. You would press that as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's just... There we go.
Can you just talk me through, because we've actually run out of time. So you attach the hood round that seam.
So you're touching the hood round that seam. Okay, so on the front, so that's obviously going to all be encapsulated in there. There's some bias binding. Now, when I did this on the sample, should I show?
Yeah.
I'll just take this off the hanger. So, ooh. We need some zoom in, Paul.
Oh, zoom in, Paul.
Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom.
That's as far as he can go.
Oh, right, okay. So I don't know if you can see this bit here.
Yeah, yeah, see that. There you go.
It's almost like you need to sandwich in. So obviously the hood goes on the outside, the bias binding piece will go on the inside, and then it's like a triple fold. I'll just use this piece as an example. So you would press it down one way, then press it down the other way. So that would go on the inside, and then you top stitch it. So you have to encapsulate all the raw edges
inside,
and then you top stitch on the outside.
Now, in prep today, you said something about the pattern piece is a little bit slim.
Well, so I managed it on the sample piece, but it was tricky.
Okay, so if you make it at home, when you cut the bias strip out, cut it a little bit wider than the pattern piece.
Cut a bit wider. I mean, I think I've cut that about 3.5 centimetres, if you can see that.
Okay, yeah, there's Paul. There you go. That's the wider version.
That's the wider version that I've cut, but this is the... So if I just compare I'll tell you what, to make it clearer.
Okay.
Let's just go that way. So you can see there's this quite difference in width there.
Yeah. That one would be too narrow to do.
It's very fiddly. And obviously if you've got big fingers like I have, it's tricky. I found it tricky. You know, so cut a wider piece. It does mean that your seam line on the top will be a little bit wider, but I don't think that's going to matter.
No, exactly. And then when do you add the elastic into the front?
So you add that on before you sew it all down.
Okay, perfect.
So you're encapsulating the elastic inside.
You like that word today, don't you?
Encapsulating the elastic inside.
Yeah.
So it's a very really weird. I don't understand why they've got the piece of elastic there. Design feature. But you could leave it out if you want to. And just have a just a bit of a wider neck then. If the elastic doesn't. Yeah, it would be wider. Yeah, it'd just be wider, wouldn't it? Perfect. When are you in next then? I think on the 27th. Oh, is it? I thought it was the 24th. Oh, maybe it's. No, it might not be. Don't take me. Is it a Saturday? Yes. Okay. Well, check my diary. Yeah, check your diary. Check my diary. Because it'd be so full of anything else. It's the 24th. 24th. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you ever so much indeed. Clive, sorry to rush you like that at the end. That's all right, don't worry. Oh, it did go quite quickly. Yeah, it's flown by. Right, okay, so we'll see Clive on the 24th. I think you might have Vix. Oh, yeah. I think you might have Vix on the 24th. Vix, if you're watching, don't change your shit. Yes. Right, okay, so what are we doing first? Book first. Happy Homemade, So Chic Kids. 20 designs that are fun and unique, just like your kid. Gorgeous, isn't it? Look. Now, it does have a heavy bias towards little girls' clothes. Here we go, look. Boys' shirt, that's the one we just made now. Oh, yeah, boys or girls. Well, as we know, because we Clive's neighbour's daughter wore it, didn't she? There you go, pinafore dress. They're beautiful pictures. I mean, it is a beautiful book. We are saying don't buy it if you're a beginner, because you do need to, they take for granted that you do know about basic construction. £13.99, that one. £13.99. Right, bundles. The bundle that Clive made it out of is make you this one. £12.49. You get a metre and a half of fabric, plus you get some elastic. We get a metre of elastic. You need about 3 inches of elastic. Okay. That one there. Then the one Clive was just making is this one. Again, you get a metre and a half of the fabric plus your metre of elastic. £11.99. Don't take the picture on the website as gospel for that one. Yellow seersucker next. In the picture, it might be ginghamy on the other side. I think maybe they've taken a picture of the wrong side. Look, but it's still stripes. It's still stripes.
Thank you, Clive. Stay safe, says Lulu.
Thank you, Lulu.
In the book, what's the youngest age for patterns? Pauline, it doesn't have ages, it just has sizes. And the smallest size is a metre tall, 54 chest, 49 waist, 57 hip. That's the smallest size. There was another message. Yeah.
2-year-old, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know, metre, what's that?
Yeah.
Maybe
Thing is, you don't know, do you really?
A 2-year-old.
Okay, that's a
I'm
very
guessing.
big 2-year-old.
Is it?
Right, okay, that's the second one. Got the pale blue dot. £12.49. Oh yeah, take your hanger. Don't leave it here. And then we've got the purple dot here as well. With your elastic. Clive, you wouldn't mind holding the, before you go, just being the model, and you see the thing I had for the early bird down there?
This?
Yeah, just hold it out and we'll put the graphics into and I'll talk about it. Teamwork, you see. Right, today's early bird was fantastic. You save £5, right? It is, again, that Clive is modelling the refills. Put it towards the camera. And then you also do get the cartridge, no, the actual pen, you get the pencil sharpener, you get all the pencil leads and everything, all of that for £16.98. Lovely pencil sharpener modelling there. Perfect, thank you. Right, do not go anywhere. I've got pre-cuts. Pre-cuts, are they? They're panels with pre-cuts on them. And I'll also do the scissors that I didn't do in this hour. You'll see Clive on the 24th. You'll see me in 3 minutes from now.
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
New Years are always about trying new things, so why not try out a new hobby? From the 4th to the 10th of January, Sewing Street will be bringing you a week packed with demonstrations on new techniques, beginners tutorials and brand new projects. With everything from ribbon art, making your own sleepwear, new quilting techniques and beginners homeware makes. We have something for everyone. Sign up to our email newsletter and follow us on social media to find out what's on when. And watch our New Year, New Hobby shows from 8 AM to 1 PM on Monday the 4th to Sunday the 10th of January on Freeview 72, Sky 670, our YouTube channel or Facebook Live.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Hello everyone, I'm Darphine Brooks. It's so great to be here and part of the Sewing Street family. I'm local, I'm only down the road in Warwickshire. I started sewing many years ago when I was very young, doing lots of art and painting, and eventually I went into textiles and I really enjoyed doing the two together. I then had a bit of a break. Something you don't know about me maybe is that I spent many years in the Royal Air Force and eventually in the police as well. And then I went full circle and I've come back to my happy place of sewing and which I really enjoy. My best sewing tip is measure twice and cut once. I have chipped up a couple of times by not measuring properly, and I do always regret it, so now I always measure twice, cut once. Anyway, I really hope to be with you again soon, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too. Pauline's just asked if we could do a show where we pad out a mannequin. It was actually meant to happen last week, but Hayley forgot. So it's now on a list for Rebecca Harrison to come in and show you how to do that. It's a very, very interesting show, that one. So yes, Pauline, that will happen sometime in the future. And was there something else I was supposed to say at the beginning of that hour? Oh, it'll come to me. Right, so this hour is all panels that have got pre-cuts printed on them, and some reason buttons have suddenly appeared. And I said to Hannah, oh, what? I like them, she said. I like them. So that's why we've got buttons on. But somehow this gorgeous fabric has sneaked its way into this hour. We thought we'd sold out of it all, and then Hannah discovered some in the warehouse under a different code. So let me show you. It's gorgeous. Now, it's not a panel. It's not a panel. This is the only one in this hour that is a fabric you can buy by the half metre. Look. Look. There you go. Hexy fabric. I'll put it down on the table. You can buy it by the half metre. We thought it had sold out because when we've launched it, it was so popular. Well, they could either have been here all the time under a different code or some more has arrived. It's called Wildflower Honey Hexy Multicoloured Fabric. $6.99 for half metre. It's quilting weight, 44 inches wide, machine washable, 100% cotton. Beautiful. Now, we're not suggesting you cut it up into hexes. We're just saying use it as a fabric for hexes. Oh, loads flying into baskets. Oh, right, we've only got, this is weird, isn't it? We've only got 20 metres. Yeah, Hannah's now trying to explain she found it. She shouldn't, I think it might have been hidden from her, so she didn't do this. But take advantage. We only had 20 metres of it at the beginning of the hour. It's gorgeous, lovely. Everything with hexes is so popular. I know. And it's $6.99 for half metre. That is your half a metre. White background, beautiful colours in the hexes. I wonder what was wildflower. Oh no, because you've got little hexes within the hexes, look. So there's your honey. There's your honey, and there's your wildflowers somewhere. I know. Keep going through for that one. This is the only fabric this hour that's by the half metre, as I've already said. It's gorgeous, really lovely. Yeah, and all the panels I'm going to show you are exclusive to Sewing Street. This is a fabric that we've brought in from Newtex. 10 metres left. 10 metres. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Lovely. So what, Han? You are wriggling a lot. Have your light gone off in there yet? No. I wonder if Elliot's watching. He won't be. Give us a call, 0800 001 4433. Buy on the web, but make sure if you've got it in your basket, you check out, because this is all going to go. Oh, and now Teddy did a workshop on precious metal clay, silver clay, and he said it was great fun. It was just like using plasticine or Play-Doh. I made dog tags out of mine yesterday. Jackie's watching the peace and quiet because the grandchildren are still asleep. She's always thought of having a laundry room upstairs. It is very sensible. She would just what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So she'd have a washing machine upstairs for her clothes and a little washing machine downstairs in the kitchen for her tea towels. Can you buy, you know, you can buy dishwashers normal width and semi-width. Can you buy a washing machine that's semi-width as well? My dishwasher in my apartment in New York, right? My dishwasher was the size of a microwave and it was just on the top in the counter. You could only fit 2 settings in it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my love. That was the apartment I had. That if you moved the microwave or something like that, there'd be 100 cockroaches flying underneath it. Or in the night time, they'd be crawling on the ceiling and drop on the bed and things. Anyway, happy days. Okay, that's about to sell out. That's about to sell out. Now, everything else you're going to see this hour is a panel, well, apart from the buttons, obviously, is a panel that is exclusive to Sewing Street. There we go. Now, if you're watching my show the other day, these sold out on my show the other day, and Hannah said she was going to arrange for some more to be ready, right? They're ready. She did it. She did it. It's huge, this panel, by the way. Watch. Look at that. Oh. Twin tubs. You know what? My dad, you know, my younger brother and sister are twins. My dad bought my mum a twin tub as her present, and she was not happy. And in films, that's what you have on the back of the truck. You have the twin tubs on the back of a truck the whole time. Anyway, so they are 2.5-inch strips. Gorgeous. How much is it? $19.99. $19.99. 1, 2. Does it say how many strips are before I start counting them? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. 16 strips that are 140 centimetres long. £1.24 strip, 100% cotton, design roll, design roll. $19.99, beautiful. Look at all the different colours and patterns in there. Come on, zoom on in. Paul. He's just choosing which outfit to wear before he comes out to see you all. Paul needs to come out and say goodbye to his fans. Good luck to Paul, and we will all miss him. Miss the banter. You only get half the banter. I need to pass on half the banter. Well, can't you just put it straight onto... Yeah. I'll just do this, and then we'll get little Paul out. You'll have to run, Paul, but no running in the studio. I've got to do the other smaller one of these first before Paul comes out. It's different. We're saying smaller one, right? It's not the same, because this is polka dot. Polka dot rainbow, this one. This also is the one that sold out the other day that Hannah's arranged for more to be delivered. She likes this one better, she says. Right, hang on, I'm just tidying the first one away, then I'll give you a hand. It's lovely, isn't it? Look, there you go. It's not as big, obviously. The stripes are as wide. But they're 2.5 inch, oh, right, now this does not have gaps between them, as you notice. These are together. Wanna be together. Gorgeous. £12.99 this one. Rainbow stripe spots. 140 by 48 centimetres. Exclusive to Sewing Street. Lovely. The colours in there, aren't they? Do what, Han? Right, we are going to recap all these later. Right, Paul's going to come out and wave goodbye now because we've got guests. He's not leaving yet. He's going to be here for the rest of the day. But we've got guests in the rest of the day, so we don't want to disturb the guest shows. So what will happen is, how will it...
I'll just walk in.
Oh, I see you've already put the box up. Well done, Paul. So this is Paul. He's not mic'd up, so he can't talk to you. So if you've got anybody, Paul's a 38-year-old working man, lives in the West Midlands.
Am I a working man?
Yeah, you've still got work.
Yeah.
Just not here.
Yeah.
And he's looking for a girlfriend. He's 5'4.5" tall.
3/4.
5 foot 4 and 3/4. He went to take a size 8 shoe.
I don't.
Oh, do you? What size shoes do you take?
7.
Oh, 7. Aww.
I don't always wear jumpers like this as well.
Why? What's wrong with that
Oh,
jumper?
I actually quite like this.
I like that jumper. I thought that would. The thing that you can, if you're looking for a boyfriend for your daughter, right? He's always well turned out, Paul. Always, always, always looks lovely the way he dresses.
I can cook.
He can cook.
I've got good bants.
He's got good banter. He's got a nice little house.
I've got a nice little house.
And
I can drive. I've got all my own tea.
these are the kind of things you ask when you're buying a horse, aren't they? Anyway, this is our lovely little Paul, whose last day it is today.
I'm trying to think of some good jokes. I could
No,
say.
you're not mic'd up. We can't hear your jokes. Anyway, thank you, Paul.
Oh,
That's it
goodbye,
then.
goodbye, everyone.
What past here? What past here?
What main camera?
Yeah. Oh, no, you're in the bar. Okay, off you go. Right. Oh, we will miss him. Right, next. Rainbow hexes. Oh, no, I've not seen these before. 49 and 79. Yep, okay. Yeah. Oh, they're nice, aren't they? Look, 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 look. Oh. I've never seen these before, Paul. 2.5 inch. No, that can't be right. Right, now it all depends on how you measure your hexes, doesn't it? Right, let's do it this way first of all. So, this way here, can you see? Oh, hang on. Okay, 1.5. No. 1 3/8 across that way. There you go, yeah. So they're 1 3. They're what I would call 1 3/8. For some reason, they've called them 2.5. Oh, look, they've measured theirs like that across the widest part. Yeah, different people do measure it. We've had this discussion before, haven't we? Oh, offers coming in. I'll take him. I'm 5'3", says Pauline. Jackie says, bye, Paul, but I'll still watch you on Instagram. Sam says she's available. Sally Ann says, best wishes, Paul, take care. Look up Sam. She's available. She's sending you a kiss. Anyway, look, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60. There are 6, it says on the thing. 60 hexes on there if you do your EPP. I quite like that as a fabric, though. You know what I mean? As in keeping the white diamonds there as well. It's like, Paul says it's like his twister board at home. Well, it's good. You can't do twister at the moment anyway, can you? Unless you do it with family members. You can't do it with random strangers. I was going to say random strangers, then I was thinking, why would you be doing twister in your lounge with random strangers? I think it'd be quite nice, a little shirt for little Paul. It looks a bit argyle-ish, doesn't it? Maureen, oh, how sad Paul is leaving. Where's he going? All good wishes and luck for you all. Still remember you as a mermaid from Maureen. The thing is, Maureen, we're all freelance. So I'm freelance. Hannah, are you freelance? Are you staff? Hannah's staff, right? Paul's freelance. Jeremy Joe's freelance. All the presenters are freelance. None of us are staff or anything. So that's how it works. We move on, and he'll be on Jewellery Maker. He'll be definitely doing some shifts on Jewellery Maker. And he'll come back here when we need someone to fill in. Derek says, I bet Paul has the... No! You can get twister bedding. I didn't know that. Hannah knew that, Paul didn't. I didn't either, Paul. And how Derek knows. I think that's good. Can I just say, I think this is gorgeous, $7.99. I know, it's brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant, right? Do you know what I'd do? I think I'd make placemats out of it. Look, I think you can make gorgeous placemats out of it. Look. And practice your quilting while you're at it. Look. Well, Paul, that's a very tiny bed. Travel pillow in the car. Gorgeous. Anyway, let's move on. Once you've washed it a couple of times, it'll be lovely and soft out. Right, I've got another one. What was that one called then? Rainbow. This is called Bright. Oh, nice. Oh. Look. It's funny how they've set those ones out, isn't it? So you've got green and pink, little flecks, yellow, a different green. You haven't been to the gym for a while though, Paul, have you? Oh, June says, sorry, I'm late. It's only 2 weeks they shut down. I haven't been since they opened again because it... Anyway. Where's Paul going? He's freelance, Pauline, freelance. Morning, says June. Sorry I'm late. Had a bit of a lie-in. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. I'll have a bit of a lie. Oh, no, it won't be that much of a lie-in tomorrow. Got to get up to do Jewellery Maker again. Gorgeous. Think that's lovely. Don't look at me. It's all right, Paul. Not shouting. Goodbye, Paul. So sad the three amigos are breaking up. John, Hannah and Paul. Ah. Okay, the smaller stripe panel is the most popular so far. Well, apart from the Hexy fabric, which sold out. Don't count that one because that's not meant to be here. What number does it finish? This one is... Oh, is this pretty? Oh. I haven't got 83 and 26. I've got... Oh, yeah, 83. They've got different numbers on them. Right, hang on. Well, let's look at this one first of all. This is that's what's confused me. It's 83 there. I was looking at those numbers there. I don't know what they mean. Oh, and then there's this one, you mean? Okay. This is little hexes again. They've called them 2.5. It measures 2.5 from there to there. Sue, good luck in your new venture, Paul. I absolutely hate people leaving or saying goodbye. The thing is, it never is goodbye in Orange Street, because look how many times we've all... Rocks and Co, Sewing Quarter, here, Jewellery Maker. We all, you know, don't be sad. Best wishes, little Paul. We'll miss you and your banter. All the best. That's from Anne. Aww. Missing... Morning, John. Doing some crocheting for a change this morning. Lost my sewing mojo. Well, Hillary, just you get it back right now. Got yarn lane late. Yarn lane later. Then I've got some bigger hexes to show you. Oh, I've got some apples that slices in the fridge. I love that next. What number finishing? 26 pale blue. Here you go. Mr. Whopper. Paul didn't do his normal response to that. Look at these. Right, hang on. How big are these then? It says 2-inch edge. Oh, they've complicated themselves. Right, so across, measured like the last one, this is 4.5 inches across, right? But measuring it down there, it's 2 1/4. 2 1/4. They've really, because they've done it in millimetres. People don't do millimetres, do they? On the whole, people don't do millimetres when they're doing EPP, do they? That's good value, isn't it? So how many did you get? 60 of them. 60 for $12.99. Should we have it in focus, Paul? No, but the camera doesn't like it very much. You've got dots and diamonds, and it's a little bit like, remember bijou? Remember the bijou we used to do? June said, I watched John Jewelry Maker yesterday. John, you were fabulous. Thank you. I'm exhausted, June. If Paul goes, who will he tell all his jokes to? Well, he gets them all from his 4-year-old nephew anyway. Eileen says, little Paul should marry a Scouser. There could be scrummies. Scouse/brummies. Good luck, Paul, from Eileen. In Merseyside. Oh, Eileen. I know which Eileen that one is. Come on, Eileen. Little Paul can't help being small and perfectly formed. Sharon says, it's been lovely getting my Sewing Street fixes. I'm now working 8 till 2 at a vaccine hub and miss it live Monday to Friday. Oh. And then Megan says, hi, John. I'm an experienced sewer/knitter, but only discovered this channel a week ago, and I'm already addicted and love to watch such a lovely, relaxing programme every day, instead of hearing all the doom and gloom of the world at present. Love watching you, from Megan. Oh, thank you, Megan. I've only been here 3 months now, Megan. I was at Sewing Quarter for 3 years before that, but... And I do the occasional foray into Jewellery Maker. Morning, Kate says... No, morning, John, says Kate. Watching from sunny Staffordshire. What a refreshing show yesterday. Laughed so much at the no, no, no. Oh, Kate, thank you. Somebody messaged in saying I was like Jim off Vicar of Dibley yesterday. Lots of people messaged in and went, who is this man on my television? He's very funny. They're making me laugh, sorry. This is $12.99, this, for all these big hexes. Do you know what? If we were clever, what we would have done is we would have cut the cardboards as well that fitted these, wouldn't we? The papers. Okay, loads of people are buying these before we've got to them on the pre-order. You were very funny in the welder's mask yesterday. That was the silver making show. Right, which one do you want to do next, Ham? She wore a ditsy bitsy teeny weeny floral Sewing Street bikini. That she wore. Yeah, there you go. Cut that. Use that as the summer advert. There you go. Not you, Paul. You won't be here. Very Liberty, Essence of Liberty. Cute, aren't they? Very cute. $60 you get there. I like the fact there's gingham and there's tiles and there's floral. £7.99 this is. £7.99. You get all of this. This end here is your blues, your Wedgwoodsy and your darker pinks. And then I'll just move across there. Then you on this side, you get the ditsies and the florals and the tiles. Bit more gingham. Anna's left us. I'm still in my bed, in my brain. I'm still in my bed. Oh, excuse me. Shouldn't yawn on air. Paul's got new glasses. $7.99. The glasses weren't $7.99. This panel's $7.99. I'll sit up properly. I don't think this shirt does me any favours, does it, really? It's making me look a bit washed out. And yesterday when I was on Jewellery Maker, my hair was all floppy, so I put some product in it this morning. Now it looks like, you know, the Brill Cream man, doesn't it? I'm not shaving it off. I'd look dreadful. I'd look awful with a shaved head. Okay, moving on. Loads in baskets for that one. Right, so which one do I go to next? Is it big or small? In the kitchen, well, I've got ending 07 hexes, ending 49 hexes, ending 61 hexes, and ending 35 hexes. 07. Yeah, I can't see any within the kitchen hexes. These are all the hexes I've got, aren't they? Oh, they're nice. Oh, I like these. These are my favourite so far. Yeah, Misty Blues, these are called. These are lovely. I'd never so tempted to leave on a panel and then Paddy... Right, hang on, I don't know what that means, Kate. I'd never so tempted to leave on the panel, then pad each one out while sewing. They're gorgeous, just like you. Thank you. Barbara McClay. Morning, John and the team. I like the shirt. It suits you. That shirt is a bit pastel for you, but very nice. Barbara, when are you on? Barbara's coming back on again soon, isn't she? When are you on, Barbara? Do you remember Barbara? She won the... what did we call it? Oh, I loved her. I loved her. And Hannah loved the fact that all her friends and family were military men. She can't bring them with her, though, Hannah, can she? She could bring one. And now, Barbara, when you're in next, if you could bring one military man for Hannah, she'd be very happy. She liked your husband, she says. Oh, dark curly hair. She wants dark curly hair. Anyway, this is Misty Blue. Oh, Barbara loves them too. Well, what are we talking about now, Barbara? The soldiers or the panels? I nearly said the pasties then. Why have I got pasties on the brain? I am hungry. I am a bit hungry. Only had a yoghurt this morning. Loads of people multiply. Well, I'm not surprised you would multiply, wouldn't you? Because you might... What projects would you make with 60? You want 120 or 180, don't you, to make a decent-sized project? Oh, Itsy Bitsy and these are flying out. Just so you know, absolutely flying out, the Itsy Bitsy and these. Come on in a bit tighter, that's it. Thursday the 14th. Oh, it won't be me then, Barbara, if it's a Thursday. It'll be Vix. 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. she's on. She loves the Misty Blue as well. Agnes, morning all. I've been missing out on lots of shows since the new year. Would I be able to catch up on the Jewellery Channel show? Oh, I don't know. Is it on catch up? I don't know. It must be on YouTube. Go into YouTube and look up Jewellery Maker and look up yesterday's date. I'm presuming... Do what? Yeah, if you know, let me know so I can tell Agnes. Glennis likes these as well. I think these are my favourite. Well, actually, the two most popular ones are my favourites. This one, the Itsy Bitsy one. Half the stock of this one's gone. No, this is normally what colours are involved. That's just part of the colours that they can use on all of them. They're not in this one. These are exclusive to Sewing Street, mind you. No, I've got. Oh no, hang on. I've got a big blue orange one. No, I've got a big orange one, a big brown one, and a multicoloured little one. Okay, go on then. 61. Let's do 61. Well, I wonder what happened to in the kitchen then. No, because I didn't have the number of that one, did I? Oh. This one's called Autumn Days. Aubergine. Olive. See, this could be in the kitchen. Aubergine, olive, cornflakes, mould, pasta. Who did? Oh. Oh, shirts this morning, all. Bit of a lie-in this morning. Sunny and frosty. Love in the panels. Cheryl said, I must have missed the you in the welder's mask. I was sewing a binding onto a quilt. You were fabulously entertaining as always. I don't usually watch Jewelry Maker. Hannah was surprised to see how reasonable the gems and the beads were. Oh, not this Hannah, not our Hannah. Not our Hannah, Cheryl's Hannah. It's a while since she made any jewellery. It was I wore the mask, you know, when she was burning the silver clay and she had little goggles on. I had a full-on welder's mask like that I wore. Because I was meant to be doing it as well. But I said, you can't trust me with a blooming torch thrower. No, flamethrower. Barbara. These are flown out. Half the stock of these have gone straight away. We like it. Look, that's my favourite one there. I've not allowed favourites, that's my favourite. And then this is houndstooth, but Hayley calls it... What does she call it? What does Hayley call it? Claw tooth. Claw something. Claw hammer, something like that anyway. Gorgeous. They're beautiful. I can't move on yet because Hannah's... Oh, yeah, she's back. Hannah's back. That one's going to sell out, everybody. That one's going to sell out. So now I'm moving on to H35. Oh, this must be in the garden. Call what? Of course, it's April showers. Why have they called it June showers? Victoria Showers, I know her. She's a TV presenter. And when I was on this morning, we had a competition to find I don't know if I'm folding them out, I'm sorry. We had a competition to find the next weather person. And she applied for it. She's called Victoria Showers. We were like, that's not her name. And it is her name. Look. Okay, so June showers, this is called. I think they've got a little bit confused with their months, haven't they? So you got a lot of that one there and a lot of that one there. And then just a random ones here. Wellingtons, butterflies, watering can, bumblebee, lollipops, ladybirds. And then we go a bit autumnal on this side, don't we? I wouldn't call those June colours. Limited on this one. Oh no, Hannah said at the beginning, got all of them or reordered. She didn't reorder that one. Okay. Right, so the only other hexy one I've got now is this one. Is this one. This is STUU49. Oh. Oh, yeah, because I was going to say, oh, that's why they've sent the wrong... Oh, we'll do it again. We'll do it again then. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. We've already done this one. It was the first one I did. I was going to say as I pulled it out, I thought it was recognisable. So who unpacked? Oh, we weren't here yesterday. Whoever unpacked this didn't check the sheet, did they? This one is very, very popular. Oh, now you see, look, you see Princess one says that June Showers is her favourite. Autumn Days has the same colourings as Lynette Anderson. She does indeed. Oh, blimey. I won't be able to answer this, Tracy. To make a king-size quilt cover of Autumn Days, how many panels should I buy? Yeah, but 60 would only make about that big, wouldn't it? She wants king-size bed. What? Hannah says she can't do the maths right now. She can't do the maths full stop. Oh, no, there's only 10 panels of the autumn one left anyway. Buy them all. Buy them all. And then make it, and then make it up and it's not king size and blame Hannah. Gorgeous, these like this. You've got stripes, zigzags, spots, and then linear print. Pardon? Oh, you want to do that one again? And that's number... Yeah. And then we'll move on to stripes. Autumn Days about to sell out. Did somebody come in and buy 10 of them? There you go. Oh, fewer than 10 of the Ditsy Bitsy hexes as well. Oh, no, hang on. I can see some more hexes. Well, yes, except they don't look like hexes from here. They look like they're 1960s kitchen. Oh, well, they're number 17. Oh, I found the kitchen hexes. I'll do that next. I'll do that next. Sorry. They've been laid out in a funny order on the table. I'm blaming Cat. Yeah, I'm blaming Cat. Right, here we go. Kitchen hexes in blue. Well, actually, in my own defence, right? First of all, from a distance, that didn't look like hexes, right? And secondly, there's nothing to suggest kitchen there, is there? But... right. Anyway, so you've got your blue squares there, you've got your tiles there, you've got your dots there, you've got your stripes there, then you've got baby genie lamps on this one, because we've all got those in our kitchen, haven't we? Oh, no, it's a gravy boat, sorry. I'll bring it into shot. Gravy boat, tankard, teapot. Sorry, that's going a bit funny on tape. But then look, we go bigger here. So, I'm trying to find one, a specific one. Oh, it's not on here. Paul used to steal kitchen equipment when he was little. He was a real whisk taker. But there's no whisks on here. Yeah, they are brilliant for little projects to start. Try EPP for the first time. You have got to get the right size cards, though, papers, though, haven't you? Oh, that's that one, just bigger, right? And then, now this one might be a little bit difficult to cut out because there's no hexy round the edge. They're extras, apparently. When you get to the strips, can you tell me how many panels I'd need for the equivalent of a jelly roll? Of course I will, Suzanne. Of course I will. Oh, we've already done. I've done stripes. There's more stripes. There's more stripes coming. Okay. Right, moving on. What time is it? Oh, blimey, these hours. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. No, I've still got kitchen. No, it's not Ditsy Bitsy kitchen. It's multicoloured kitchen. There you go. This is very Paul Smith, this one. Essence of Paul Smith. Well, Paul Smith cooks, doesn't he? Make aprons at the Paul Smith shop. Right. So you've got polka dots, stripes, baby kitchen, bigger kitchen, kitchen, extra kitchen. I like that one. I like that colourway. What do they call this colourway then? What was the first one called? How are you supposed to know what... Anyway. If you order that number, G... No, not G. Don't order G. QLUUU20. I know. I haven't been for my test. Oh, I did get a letter through the post, though, sign of getting old. Oh, I'm not going to talk about it. No. No. No, it's just... Right, which one of these stripes are we going to, then? Are they pink or are they blue? Right. Yes, which one do you want first? 48 first. Right, people have been checking out on this one already. Right, now look. These are the equivalent length of your jelly roll, your design roll, right? In a design roll, you would normally get 40 strips, wouldn't you, Hannah? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, you could get 2 panels will almost make the equivalent of a design roll. Yeah, so, right, so you'd get 32, did I just say 16 on here? 32, if you bought 2, you'd have 32 strips, but they're the same length, because look, they're the full width of the fabric, they're 144 inches wide. In fact, that feels wide, the 140, oh no, that's 144 inches wide. Right, so if you bought 2, you'd get almost the equivalent of a design roll. These are lovely. Oh, these are the itsy bitsy. So if you bought the panel with the hexes on, there you go. If you bought the panel with the hexes on, this will match, look. Look, 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 that matches. Oh, you don't get the gingham. Hang on, you don't get, oh, you should do, that is. Oh, right, the itsy bitsy panel hexing, there's only 10 of these left. That's this. And that's there. Oh, hang on. There. I can't point that. There. 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 Right there, a little mouse with clogs on. Well, well, I declare, go with clip, clock on the stairs. Could you cut the strips up? Could you cut up the strips one as is for a Bargello pattern? Yeah, because the Bargello pattern. Oh, the only thing would be is on a Bargello, you do. Oh no, hang on, the strips are all the same size, but you cut them 2 different. Yeah. So you cut them all 2.5 inches, and then you cut your squares 1 inch, 1/2 inch. 3/4 of it, like that, yeah. Half the stock of this one. Oh, I feel like miles away there, look. Oh, look, see this? Yeah, I woke up the other morning and I'd scratched my whole of my arm. But all of it's healed apart from that. It must have been really, look, must have been really deep scratching in my sleep. Yeah, no, Hannah, that wasn't scratching on your neck. No. Oh. Is this the one? 09, yeah. It's the smaller version, this one. There you go. Not quite as many choices on that one. Oh, Trudy says, morning, John, our ray of sunshine on the TV. Oh, I don't feel it today. I'm shattered today. Oh, I thought she was about to say, you're looking shattered. That one. Yeah. Ditsy bitsy. No, sorry, the focus doesn't like that one. It might like it now. Hang on, did it like it now? There you go. Just to show you the different colours. $12.99. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strips you get on that one. Oh, it says it on the graphics. Okay, moving on. I've got blue ones now. Yep. No, it's really blue, this one. Right, now the hexes that match this one were my favourite one, remember? They're very low in stock. Oh, nice. There you go, there's the blue hexes. It's in my little box. Well, actually, yeah, there you go, there you go. So this one here is the one on the right-hand side of the screen. That one there is in your main graphics. Tiffany. My first order's just arrived. Must not start till I finish what I'm doing. Willpower is weak. Thanks, from Tiffany in West Yorkshire. Excuse me. Just doing my set. Right. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Have you? Oops. Oh, we're not going to get to the buttons. This always happens. They'll all be on pre-order underneath if you are waiting for the buttons. Don't worry about that. Oh, this matches. That's not been cut very well, but don't worry, that's not part of your thing. Oh, Kat's done that apparently. Bear Grylls says, morning, John. Taking Princess Codra out for a walk. It's -3 here. It's not cold here at all today. I have to say. Mind you, Bear, you're used to that, aren't you? Doing all those adventure programs. Yeah. I saw that one too. Anyway. I've got a stripe pattern over there. It's called Marmalade. Paul, can you just show it? That one over there. We had this one the other day with fried eggs on it. Or Lakili, she said it looked like. And I said I didn't think it did. That one of them. Oh, no, that one. All Lakili. That one there. Oh, right. Hannah's saying, a little bit of a warning. If you've got things in your basket, it's time to start checking out because there's no guaranteeing you're going to get it now. This one's good, look, because this one, you get twice as many designs. The strips aren't as long, look. The strips are that long, but you get twice as many designs. Gorgeous. Right, do you need me to recap anything, Hannah? Excuse me. Don't worry, this is gastric reflux. This is not anything... Okay, low stock. Ditsy Bitsy 16 strips. 3 left. Misty Blue, 16 strips. 10 left. And this is all at 5 to 10 on Saturday morning. Autumn Days Hexes, 3 left. Misty Blue Hexes, the little one. Loads of these in baskets. There you go. Loads in baskets. You mean as in stripes, not as in hexes, yeah? Yeah. This one. ending, no number. Ending 69. Yeah. Loads of these in baskets. Loads. Bright, isn't it? Gorgeous, $12.99. £12.99. Okay, next out. Now, the next 2 hours are Elna sewing machines with Jayne from Elna, Jayne Brogan from Elna. We're starting with the 680, which is the machine I've got. Today is your last chance to get it with your 5-year warranty. After today, that's Saturday, you won't get, still get a 2-year warranty with it, but with the deal at the moment is that you get a 5-year warranty with it as well. So don't go anywhere. Let me tell you, we've got 680, 720, 320, and the Embellisher Felter machine. So we will see you in about 4 minutes from now.
Hello Sewing Street fans, let me introduce myself. My name is Clive, I live in Kenilworth in Warwickshire. I currently run a business in Kenilworth and that's doing alterations on people's clothing. So I really enjoy kind of providing that service for the local community. My sewing journey first began when my grandmother gave me a hand crank sewing machine and from there I was fascinated about how things were put together. To the point where I used to make clothing for my favourite toys out of toilet tissue. I've also kind of studied fashion design at Epsom University in Surrey, so I've kind of gained knowledge along the way of different aspects of sewing, like pattern cutting. So yeah, that's a little bit about my sewing journey. My #1 sewing tip is don't give up. Sometimes you'll get frustrated and you're angry with yourself, but really just put it to one side and take half an hour, go and have a cup of tea and a biscuit, and then come back to it, and then you'll kind of like have a fresh mind to start again. The positive happiness that comes from that is just amazing. So please don't give up, keep on sewing. My claim to fame? Well, if you've been watching, you've probably heard my name mentioned on Sewing Street several times. My husband is Mark Francis from the Sewing Bee, the Great British Sewing Bee. So that's #1 claim to fame. My second claim to fame is I had Adele, the beautiful, beautiful tones of Adele singing for me when I was a barman back in the day. It was just amazing to have her sing to me at my bar. So yeah, and also I've met Prince Harry at a VIP party. Stay tuned on Sewing Street and you'll see me very soon. Hope it all goes well, fingers crossed.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Hello everyone, I'm Darphine Brooks. It's so great to be here and part of the Sewing Street family. I'm local, I'm only down the road in Warwickshire. I started sewing many years ago when I was very young, doing lots of art and painting, and eventually I went into textiles and I really enjoyed doing the two together. I then had a bit of a break. Something you don't know about me maybe is that I spent many years in the Royal Air Force and eventually in the police as well. And then I went full circle and I've come back to my happy place of sewing, and which I really enjoy. My best sewing tip is measure twice and cut once. I have chipped up a couple of times by not measuring properly, and I do always regret it. So now I always measure twice, cut once. Anyway, I really hope to be with you again soon, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
Hello, I'm Jayne Greenoff and I'm stood in the barn here at Pink's Barn in Gloucestershire, England, which is where I live with my husband, and I stitch. I think I stitch in my sleep. I've certainly been stitching for over 30 years now, and by stitching I'm talking about counted cross stitch or counted embroidery in general terms. I also collect old samplers, and I've got one to show you here. Now, this smashing, it was actually stitched in 1796 by a little girl of 8 or 9, and it's absolutely charming. So I collect antiques, I love to draw and create antiques for the future, and look forward to seeing you all on Sewing Street sometime in the future.
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers. If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
Have you heard about Yarn Lane, a TV show dedicated to knitting, crochet and all things yarn, bringing you demonstrations from our expert guests as well as the latest tools. And find out what's coming up on the show by following us on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to our email newsletter or visit the programme guide on our website at www.yarnlane.com.
She's only forgotten to put her lippy on, everybody. Just warning you now, just warning you now. We're very lucky enough, just very quickly, lots of you in bed today. I was just saying to Jayne, a lot of people saying, oh, we're all snuggled up in bed. Jean is there in bed, Cheryl's in bed. Cheryl was in her shower, and so I thought, oh, John's on. So she got back out the shower and got back into bed. Don't you drag yourself down. Jane's shielded in today. Jean says, morning, John. It's very crisp outside. Taking down my Christmas decorations. Oh, shouldn't they have gone already? Anyway. We have got Jayne from Elna for 2 hours today. We have got, just on, you know, you've got the 680, the 720, the 320 and the embellisher. The 680, as you know, we're going to start with, is the machine that I have got, is my machine of choice. Now, If you buy it today, today is the last day you will get your 5-year warranty. You will still get, after today, you will get a 2-year warranty. That comes automatically from Elna. What I need to tell you is, if you buy one, the box arrives from Elna, right? And then it has the 2-year warranty inside it. Don't fill that in straight away, because about 3 days later in the post, your 5-year warranty arrives. So don't be over eager and fill it in. Jane, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It's nice
I just
to be
think
out.
it's really weird me having to sit up, because normally we're all snuggled up together, aren't we, over there? And I don't like being over here.
It's not good at all,
No,
is it?
but we'll get
it is
there.
what it is.
It is what it is,
will.
and it'll all be good soon.
Yeah.
So, 680. As
Yeah.
you know, I love this.
Yeah, I
love this
I
machine.
know. I think it's most people's favourite machine, and it's say last weekend for the 5-year warranty.
Yes,
It is to go, and it's just a really nice, good, solid machine. Lots of features on it. 9mm stitch width. It's got your straight stitch plate. It's got everything with it that you need to start. Whether you're dressmaking, quilting, general crafting, bag making, whatever, everything is there with it already.
And you get so much with it as well, don't you?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we'll go through all of that. The other thing is if you've not got a digital machine, don't panic, because it's just like your normal.
It's like using the microwave, basically.
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
it's
The
like your
washing
it's like your
machine.
normal sewing machine, just has to have
fine.
light up buttons.
Yeah.
And don't be frightened by it all, because if I can use it, you can definitely use it.
I think they are much easier once you get used to them, because you've got your stitch settings. If you alter the width or the length, you know exactly what you've done. Take a note of it.
Yeah.
So that you can go back to it. Instead of with a dial, you're thinking, oh, it was there, or maybe it was
And also,
there.
if you get confused, just press the clear button,
just
or
press
switch
the
it on,
clear
switch it
button
off,
and
and
it'll go
start
back
all
again.
over again.
Be fine. Yeah, it's all good.
So we get it home.
Yeah.
What do we do?
We take it out of the box.
Yeah. Oh yes. That helps.
We wind the bobbins up. We thread the machine. They're pretty standard. I'm actually coming in next week, I think, to do some little videos for all these basic
Oh,
things.
are you?
So,
Oh,
yeah,
very
so they'll all
nice.
be available.
Yeah.
Just really. So it's winding the bobbin, threading it up. It's pretty standard to thread up. We've also got all the fitting accessories will be around. I was actually speaking to a lady this week from Sewing Street who'd queried because she couldn't find a pivot pin.
Oh no, we've had a few people saying, "Where are all my feet? Where are all my feet?" But
And they're all tucked in here in
Yeah.
a little wardrobe on the front. The pivot pin is in the end, and
Yeah.
the others are all in here for you. So that's and it's like it literally is sellotaped in there.
Yes.
So
You can
that's
take the
fine.
sellotape off when it gets to you.
Yes. Yeah. No doubt.
Perfect. So, I can see something flashing at me, Jane.
Oh, can you? Oh, it's got number 4. I don't know. I've probably caught something when
Yeah.
I've been doing it. There we go.
There
Put
you
it
go.
back to
Perfect.
0, 1.
Right.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna go
So, where do we start? Where do we start?
I would always start. All machines default to a straight stitch when you switch them on. So I would literally initially just get some scraps or something like that and just have a little sew with it, sew through some of the stitches. They're quite straightforward. Mode 1, the top stitches here,
Right. Well, look at those first of all.
they're all your utility stitches, and we can get in close enough.
Hang on, we're just coming in now. There you go.
There we go. So it's all your standard, your straight stitch, your piecing stitches, your stretch stitches for dressmaking. I also love the stretch stitch for top stitching,
Yeah.
the decorative thread, because it really pops it out. Zigzags, all your over edge, buttonholes, button sewing foot, plenty of applique stitches, some satin stitches and loads of decoratives. So we default to the straight stitch. So say we wanted a zigzag on here, it's number 11, so I'm literally just going to key.
Oh, we just have to push it round a bit, Jen, because the light's
Which way
just
are we
catching
going? Hang on a minute.
There you go,
That's
perfect,
better.
perfect, perfect.
So I just key in 11 on the keypad, and
Yeah.
I'm on a zigzag.
So now we're in mode 1, aren't we?
We're in mode 1. Yeah. So if you want to go into mode 2, we've got the mode button here.
Yeah.
We just press that. We're going to mode 2.
Perfect.
It will always start on the first stitch in that mode.
Yeah.
And again, you just select your stitches that you want. If you want, I don't know, what should we go for? 50. We'll go for 50. So you just literally go in 5. I can't even see now.
Yeah,
myself.
your 5's there. Now you press
My
the
5, I want the 0.
now.
There we
you
go. It's
there you
hiding
go.
down the bottom.
And that's a flower.
That's a
like
little
flower.
tulip, yeah. So you can just select your stitches like that. It's really easy to put stitch sequences together as well. So if we want to put the stitch sequences together, so I put 50 in, so I'll press, we've got a memory button here.
Yeah.
So if I press memory, and then if I can put 51, memory.
What's that?
I'm not quite sure. It's like a little, I'm not quite sure.
Is that caterpillar?
No, it's like little circles inside each other.
Oh, okay.
It
I
looks a
couldn't
bit-
see. I couldn't see that.
It looks a bit art. It's because you're all the way over there. It looks a little bit art deco. So you can just go and select your stitches.
So you press
put a
memory
sig-
between each one,
and then it will
remembers that
memorise it
order.
for you. When you come to the end of your stitch sequence, when you've programmed it, if you want to keep doing that continually, then just leave it. If you want to do just those 3 or 4 stitches, then we need to pop a lock stitch on the end.
Oh, okay.
Which on
and
here.
that's how it knows to finish.
Yeah, so it will finish at the lock stitch. Yeah, the alphabet will automatically finish when you've done it. So yeah.
We'll come to the
So
alphabet
it's
in a
just,
second.
and we've done that. So let's just, I don't know. No, we're not going to do that. 54. I'm going to use the other end of this, and we'll clear. We're going to clear these actually now. I've done all these. I want to go back. I'm going to press it back.
Yeah.
They're really nice on the bottom. The quick return buttons here. So we've got straight stitch to the left, standard zigzag.
What's the second one?
Buttonhole. It's a straight stitch to the left.
Oh, okay. I've always looked at it and thought, oh, I don't quite know what that is.
A lot of machines, that's all they used to have many years ago. You could have it centre or left. Whereas
I've got 91 needle positions.
we have on these now because we're on the centre here. So we've got the plus or minus. There's no width on this, so we can plus it.
Oh, and that moves the
And
needle,
it moves
of course,
it in 1 mil increments, which is brilliant because you can be really, really precise. I know a lot of ladies who do patchwork, they will move it 1 or 2 mil either way.
Because some instructions say scant 1/4 inch. You just want it just to move over
little tiny bit. So that's really handy for that. Yeah. So we're going back. There we go. 4.5 is the centre. 2.4 is the length, your standard length.
Yeah.
So you can automatically alter that yourself if you want to, if you want a little bit longer.
And what's the longest it goes to?
It's 5.
Oh, my machine says Sue's in the box waiting. When I can spoil myself to opening it, today could be the day.
Oh, I think it should be.
Yeah, I do too as well. Got my 618 October, says Maureen. Love it. But the extra parts are in a plastic bag in the box, none in the store. Oh, none in the storage compartment.
No, they don't. The feet don't come in the little storage compartment here.
Somebody had obviously had mine open then, because mine all came.
I can remember where. I know where. Yeah.
Oh, you know why, Matt? Okay, fine. So they come in. They
don't come in a
there.
separate bag. Yeah.
But
the only thing that the
pin
pivot pin will be in there, and that's the only one that will be in there. Yeah. Because I say so many people look for it and they're going, I haven't got it. Why isn't it there?
Oh, I see. That's why. So they've got the bag of everything else.
Yes, and again, I can see why, because it's a safety feature. It's a sharp drawing pin type.
Oh yes,
at the end, so it's in there. And don't forget, all these pop forward as well.
Exactly. Now all the feet have got the letter.
They've all got letters on them.
Embossed on them, haven't they? So you know what they are.
They have. It'll come with the standard with the A foot on, which is your standard foot that you use, zigzag foot, straight stitch.
Yeah.
Then all your other feet, I'm going to have to try and lean round to see these now. There we go. The other one, and the machine will always tell us, let me just come back to this. The machine will always tell us what foot we need to use as well.
Yeah, so if you put in mode 2, number 66 or whatever, it will tell you which foot to put in.
So if I pop in, let's just try and see, we should change with this then. Yeah, so 43, which is like an applique. It's changed to the F foot, which is our satin stitch foot.
Okay.
The satin stitch foot, and I say this every time I come on, if it tells you to use it, please pop it on, because it's got that indent underneath for your heavier stitches to run through, so you will get a better finish, especially with the alphabets.
Yeah.
And really easy to change. Press a foot, just lifts up at the back.
Yeah.
The black button, the foot will drop off. Pop the other one on. There we go. And I can get it lined up. There we are, and that's on.
Perfect.
You've also, well, I remember, we've got the extra high foot lift.
Yes.
So it's on the back, so that will go up. So if you've got something like a quilt or a coat or something really heavy to go underneath, you've got that extra lift.
It's just initially getting underneath.
Yes, it stops you trying to shove it underneath when you start. So just, pop it down, okay?
What's the buttons on the front all mean?
The buttons on the front are, we have got on here, obviously that's your digital screen, so that's your stitch, your mode, your stitch number, the presser foot to use, and the width and the length.
Okay.
If I want to change modes, I'll press that one.
Yeah.
The little one here with the scissors and the lock stitch button on here is if I press that, the little scissor icon will appear. So every time when I'm sewing and I press the lock stitch, it will automatically cut at the end for me. You haven't got to worry about
cutting.
And
we had a question just a minute ago from, I think it was from Sue, or was it Suzanne? Anyway, they were saying, is a lock stitch as good as doing a reverse backwards and forwards at the end of a stitch line?
I've never had any problems with it. On the straight stitch, there is a straight stitch with an automatic reverse start and finish on here, which I'll show you in a minute.
Oh,
a lot of and it's on most of the machines, and a lot of people don't realise.
I've not discovered that on mine yet.
Oh, well, I shall show you that one in a minute. The lock stitch is fine, that's okay. And then it cuts, and you've got like tiny little tail end at the back, which is great. And again, you've got your width and your length, plus and minus here.
Yeah.
The little arrows here, they tend to be, if you're putting a stitch pattern together or writing something, you can scroll through what you've done.
Oh, rather than type 56, 9, you can scroll 56, 57, 58.
No, when you've actually typed it in,
yeah,
just to check you've done it correctly, especially with your spelling in your alphabet. So we've all done it, got halfway through. You can scroll it back on the screen.
So if I'm writing John Scott,
yeah,
by the time I get to the H, the J will have disappeared up there.
Yeah.
So before I stitch it, I want
just
to check
go
that
back
my
and
spelling
make sure.
is right.
Yeah,
I didn't know what that was for.
We've all done it.
Yeah.
Halfway through, suddenly realised. Yeah. And again, these are your stitch selection buttons here.
Yeah.
Cancel or clear. It's pretty self-explanatory. The memory, that's the memory key. So when you're putting your sequences and bits and pieces together,
yeah,
you can memorise each one. Here we have elongation for the satin stitches. It won't do it on this one because it's a straight stitch. Twin needle safety, we'll look at that in a minute. You can mirror image. There's some basic settings in here to turn the buzzer on and off, things like that.
The buzzer we like.
I like the buzzer on mine. Some people hate it, but you've got, this is on a lot of the machines as well, the little triangle with the line in front. It's a start over or back to beginning.
Right.
So if you're sewing, saying you've got a pivot on a corner and you're halfway through a decorative stitch, if you press the little button here, the back to begin, it will take you back to the beginning of that stitch.
Oh, wow.
Which is really quite handy because we've all done it. You've turned your thing, right, where am I going now?
Yes, yeah.
And it's another one with your applique, it's worth really spending some time looking
at that.
Of course, yeah, to get some really nice corners. And the lock stitch, which is really, get used to using that. It just locks the machine out.
So it's not a stitch that, it's just literally
It's just a little
machine.
padlock. It locks the screen, so nothing's going to work.
Yeah,
so if you've got to walk away and leave it and you've got pets or children, then it's quite safe. And again, if you're changing feet, needles, cleaning the bobbin, anything, just lock the machine out.
Rather than switching it off, you can lock it.
You
so
can
nothing,
lock it, so
nothing will work.
And we've all done it, accidentally put your foot on the foot pedal.
Yeah, because we sit, don't you? You sit most of the time with,
your foot on the pedal.
Your foot
poised, just poised to go. And then, when somebody rings the doorbell or the phone goes and it's, oh, gosh, So just, get used to using that. This one, again, I'm going to unlock that. Yeah. These are your quick stitches here, so it's a straight, left, zigzag and a standard buttonhole.
Okay, so if you press the buttonhole, fast forward to the buttonhole, it brings you to the basic buttonhole.
To the basic buttonhole,
But the machine actually does several buttonholes, doesn't it?
You've got them all on the top here. So you've got the keyhole ones, round-ended, you've got stretch buttonholes, you've bar tacks, you can darn with them, there's all kinds. You've also got the button sewing on function, which comes with a different foot, which is, I know it's in there somewhere, I found it this morning.
Yeah. And what's the red things at the end there?
The red thing here, it's straight stitch needle plate. It comes with a straight stitch needle plate, the machine, which lives under here. When you get your machine, it pops in the extension here. There is an extension table with this as well.
Yes, we've lost it.
We can't find
all
it.
All week, everyone's been saying, Jayne's in at the weekend, Jayne's in at the weekend. We've lost
get the machines
table.
together.
Where's the table? Jayne's in at the weekend. She's going to go mad with us. Where's Jayne? Anyway.
We still can't find it.
No.
So, but it's a straight stitch needle plate. I'm going to pop this off. I'm going to lock it out. To change your needle plates, it literally is. There's a button here.
Yeah.
Get close enough. So we literally, I'm going to take that up, press it.
So there's no, you don't have to unscrew
no
anything.
Screws. No screws at all. So I don't know if we can see these, if we can get them on the overhead.
Hang on, we'll bring the camera to you, Jay. Oh, hang on. There you go, there you go.
There
Leave
we
it
go,
there.
that's better,
perfect.
yeah. Oh, I'm just going to turn that one around so it sees better. So that's your standard needle plate.
Which means you can do zigzags. You can still do straight stitch on that one.
You can still do straight stitch, but if you say you've got like a tarn or lawn or really fine fabric, sometimes it's nice to put the straight stitch plate on because it's not taking the fabric through as much. Yeah. So we've got that one. And then the straight stitch one, you see it's got the centre and it's got left and right.
Yeah.
The machine knows when we've changed it and it will grey out all this. You haven't broken your machine.
So if you've got the straight stitch foot on and you try to do a zigzag,
it won't let you do it.
It just won't.
Everything
greys
out.
Yeah.
So like if that suddenly happens and you think, oh, I've broken it, just have a think what stitch plate you were losing last time. We've say again, it's something else we've all done in the past. It will only do those stitches here.
Right.
But again, with your piecing stitch, you've got a little bit of movement on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have got movement.
So you've got a little bit of movement on it for your patchwork.
But as you say, the machine's not going to let you do it. So you type in what you want to do, and if it
doesn't like it, it won't do. It'll bleep at you.
It's not going to break it. It's just going to bleep at you.
It'll tell you off. And then just to pop it back in, don't be frightened. Just to give it a good pops in at an angle. Yeah. And a good press in the centre, and it'll fit back in again. I'm going to pop this one back in here. Now,
when it arrives, will the other plate be there, or will it be in the box?
I honestly can't remember on this one.
Well, we'll ask. Who was it earlier? Said it was in the. Maureen, was your extra needle
Plate. I
plate,
think
was it in the box or was it in underneath the thing there?
I've got a feeling they're in the box, but I wouldn't stake my reputation.
No, okay, that's fine.
So,
Just,
yeah.
hang on, thank you, Jane. Was just going to ask about which button does the start over. Oh, we've done that, yeah, lovely. Jackie, she bought hers from us and she absolutely loves it. Paul's home, thank you for the show, he said. Not Paul, sorry. No, Paul's not gone home. Clive's gone home, thank you for the show this morning, had lots of fun. Back home, safe and sound with a cup of tea and a cookie. I thought you were having a, what did I say? I didn't say Vicks, did I? Oh yeah, meant to say home safe and sound. Weren't you going to get an egg fried? Wasn't Mark going to make you an fried egg sandwich? I've got 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
From different people. Is it a good beginner machine? Is it too complicated for a beginner?
I would say it is a good beginner machine if it's something you think you're going to really get into. Because if you buy something on a lower level, then 3 months down, I think I really like this, which is there's no problem doing that. You know, that's how we all started.
I can answer this as somebody who's got one. You see. My very, very first machine, years and years ago, was a little Frister Rossman, which I absolutely adored and everything, and it suited me fine. As soon as I got to Wimbledon School of Art, it was basically redundant because it literally did straight stitch, zigzag, and a backwards and forwards.
Yeah, it's my first machine,
To work this, you can work this machine as a beginner because, as I was saying at the beginning, to thread it up and to use it on a straight stitch and a zigzag, it's like a beginner machine.
The same,
It's only then when you develop and you think, oh, I want to do something stretch or I want to do it's all there ready for you. So now, if you've never done any sewing before, and you're thinking, shall I start a sewing journey? We've got a machine coming up in the next hour for like an entry level.
Yeah.
But if you've done a bit of sewing and you know you're going to carry on sewing, because I'm thinking about price now, and I'm not one of these people who'll say, oh, buy this one, buy the most expensive, buy the most expensive, buy the one that's right for you. But as Jane says, you can buy the 320 as an entry level, but if you're then going to move on and do other things, that will be, not redundant, but it will be your other go-to machine. It won't have all the things on. This one is brilliant to use. When I very first used it, it was when I was doing my prep for a show when I did pattern drafting, when we were at Sewing Quarter. And I started using that machine and it more or less does it for you. It doesn't, but it's such a simple machine to use. But it's brilliant. The stitches are brilliant. Everything about it is perfect. You know what I mean? And you feel good about what you're putting through your sewing machine. It makes you feel good, and it kind of gives you the confidence to then move on to the next stage sort of thing. So don't be like Jo Carter and Lucy Brennan have both got these. Now Lucy Brennan works.
She does indeed,
Elna,
Lucy.
Yes, it's her sewing machine of choice. Yeah. She could have whatever Elna machine she wanted. This is her sewing machine of choice. Jo Carter says she still hasn't used, like me. I was like, oh, is that what that button's for? Jo Carter is still discovering buttons on it, and you know how advanced she is in her sewing. So it's kind of like, yes, it's brilliant if you're just starting because it's not frightening, but then you've got that space.
It's a machine to grow with.
Yes, to grow with.
Exactly. And I would always suggest if somebody's quite a new sewer and they get this, then just do something really basic on to start with. Make yourself a shopping bag or a cushion cover or something, just to get used to how everything works. And it's very straightforward.
Yes. And I'm not trying to simplify. I'm not saying, oh, it's a really simple machine, but to start with, if you just want to do straight stitch and zigzag,
it's fine.
It does it for you straight. You switch it on and you can basically switch on and just go, couldn't
That's mostly what we all do, straight stitch and zigzag, most of the time, isn't it? Yeah.
But then you've got and then don't think, oh, it's got too much on it, because I think over the years, you will start thinking, oh, why don't I? If you've got it there, you'll think, won't you? Oh, why don't I do an alphabet today? Or why don't I do this today?
I do my quilt labels on the machine and like just little decorative bits and pieces, and the options there. Whereas if you haven't got that, you think, oh, I wish I'd got the machine that had an alphabet on all this. And this, because it's a 9mm stitch width as well. In fact, I've got my little bits and pieces here somewhere. Because it's a 9mm stitch width, this isn't actually off this machine, it's off a different Elna. But I said to you, I've had this for a very long time, and it's something I said, it's just, these are 9mm stitches. And they are just so...
So if you don't know, a normal sewing machine is 7mm.
7mm.
And you kind of think, oh, 2mm, that's not going to make
It makes a massive difference. I'll do the alphabet in a minute and we'll have a look at it. And again, this is your...
elongation
that's the one, John. it's too early on a Saturday. So that's your standard.
Yeah.
That's tan
Hang
one.
on, we'll just get Paul. Yeah, they go.
Can he get there? Is he all right?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was looking at my
Yeah.
iPad, which is like 20 minutes behind.
So, you know, we've got your standard one, then it's elongated once, twice.
Yeah, so in
and it goes up to
effect,
5
you
times.
have, from one stitch, you have 5 different
stitches.
versions
Well,
of it.
yeah. And with the variegated thread, you can get some fabulous results as well.
Definitely.
You really can. And so all the satin stitches will do that. And it's just really, really, it's just so nice to use, and it's worth going through the stitches and doing maybe not something like this, but in a fold or something like that, and keeping your little sampley bits in there and write down what you've done. And what you like.
Yes. If you just buy half metre calico, and make a little booklet out of it, and just go through every single
Make sure you
stitch.
put some stabiliser on the back.
Yes,
we're doing that. Yeah.
And literally just write down, do a sample of each stitch, write down what setting you had, so that if ever you need to come back to that, because your zigzag, you can go for your 9mm right down to your skinny one.
Right, and tiny, and close it up for a satin stitch or things like that. So and that little one, I'm going to pop it on top here, is with the little pivot pin.
Right. So how does that actually work? I don't need to sew it, but just tell us what happens.
In the casing, you'll see there's 2 little holes here.
Right, yeah.
And you just pop, it's almost like we used to do, it's like pin in the middle of the fabric and it will just take it round. We've got the fabulous circular stitcher as well, which many people, and you know I love that.
Yes.
And many people use that, but that's a really good starting point.
Just point them again, Jane, where the 2 little holes
They are here, you can see them. Let me move that foot. They're here.
Right, yeah.
Right in the casing here.
So it's literally, they're just tiny holes within the casement.
Yeah, that this will pop in. Let me try and get this out.
Yeah.
There we go. So it's just a tiny pin. You'd pop it in the centre of your fabric and pop it through. And it just pops in there.
And then as you stitch,
slowly,
it goes
but you
round.
can do anything. You can use any stitch with it because it's not fundamentally altering the way the machine's sewing. But I tend to, in the centre point, I'll put a little bit of masking tape or something underneath. And again, remember to stabilise your fabric if it's a single layer. And I always keep my finger on the top as well, just in case.
Oh, okay. Hannah's saying, could you quilt with it? You could, Hannah, but if you've got a great big quilt, your quilt's going to have to go round like that.
Yeah.
But if you're doing a little bag, quilt's
wall hangings, it's fabulous. I've done a wall hanging because it's really good for reverse applique, because you can do your straight stitch, cut it back, and then do a zigzag or a decorative around. So you can really have some fun with these.
Yeah. And you know it's going to be perfect every time.
Yeah, so you know I love my circular attachments.
Yes, exactly. Got a message from Kay going across the bottom. My wonderful husband has just bought this for me. Kay, you will love it. You will love it.
Such a nice machine, yeah. I'm going to pop that way. And the other one, which I always suggest to people, this is just like it's a machine map.
Oh, okay.
And it's just, when you get, this is just calico and a piece of fabric.
Yeah.
And just do some of your different stitches on it.
Right, I'm going to do Anne's message first of all. And then, mine's just arrived. I'm so excited.
Oh.
Brilliant, Anne. Right, now, one thing I need to talk about, I mean, we can talk about the machine for hours and hours and hours. I need to talk to you about split pay. Because when I bought mine, there was no such thing as split pay here. Well, I bought it from Sewing Quarter, but same thing. So if you order this today, right, you will only pay £219.80 today, plus your post and packaging. The post and packaging is exactly the same, it's $3.95. If you've already bought something, say you came in and bought the early bird, or say you bought one of the panels, you paid for your P&P, you don't pay it again, you only pay $3.95 for the whole day. So if you buy 3 sewing machines, it would still only be $3.95 post and packaging. It comes directly from Elna. Now, you know, like those Christmas clubs and things like that, you don't get your Christmas club till you've paid all your instalments. Doesn't work like that here. You get it after you've paid your first instalment. So today, if you order it now, right, like Kay's husband, right, you order it now at midnight tonight, which is when everything is confirmed, right, it will go onto your credit card at midnight tonight. In 2 to 3 days, it will be dispatched and it'll be with you. We say 5 to 7 working days, but sometimes it's much, much quicker. It will be delivered to you this week. And then there will be 219 taken 5 times over the next 5 months. So by summer, it's paid for. But you know what I mean? There's lots of these in baskets, so please be careful. Yeah. Quite a few checked out already. And also, I just need to add on, you normally get a 2-year warranty straight from Elna, which is just the automatic. We have been giving a 5-year warranty with it, completely free. You'd normally pay for that via Elna. Completely free. It's about £60, isn't it? You get that completely for free, and that will come from Elna as well. So that finishes today. At midnight tonight, that finishes That finishes at midnight on Saturday tonight.
So with the 5-year warranty, give us a week or two just to get through everything.
Oh, yes.
Because we are very busy at the moment.
Oh, no, of course.
With head office,
yes. Exactly.
Very busy.
Anyway, sorry. I've
we go.
interrupted.
So,
we've used half an hour up already.
I know, it soon goes, doesn't it? So it comes with, I'm going to have to go through the manual for these.
Yes, please.
Because I don't think we've got all the feet.
No,
I don't think I could find them all. You do get them all.
You get a walking foot automatically. Now, the walking foot costs $49.99, doesn't it, to buy separately? So you get that free with it.
Yeah. You've also got, I'm going to pop out here so we can have a look at these. So you've got your pivot pin, your standard, I don't know what foot we've got in there. Oh, it's the overedge foot. So
well, just go
I'll go through here, it'll be easier. So you've got your standard zigzag foot, you've got your rolled hem foot, you've got your zip foot, satin stitch foot.
Right, hang on a sec. Where do you want it, Paul? To your right. That's it. Perfect there.
Okay,
perfect.
there, right.
That's it.
So you've got your standard zigzag foot, rolled hem, zip foot.
Yes.
You've got 2 satin stitch feet. You've got the closed toe and the open toe. The open toe is brilliant for doing a plique because you've got really good visibility. Then we have got our blind hem foot.
Yeah.
The over edge foot.
This all comes with it. This is all part of the standard package.
The 1/4-inch seam foot for your piecing, your free motion, your darning foot, the closed toe one, the convertible free motion quilting foot. I will look at that in a minute because I absolutely love that foot.
Yeah.
It's so versatile. You've got your buttonhole attachment with the stabiliser plates. If you're doing something like a coat with a heavy seam in it or some stretchy or tricky fabric, you sandwich it in between the 2 plates and it just feeds it through, which is brilliant. Walking foot, and you've also got the quilting guide bar. They are different. It's got the flat end is the quilting one, and the one with the more pointed end.
And what would you use that for?
So you were doing cross hatching, or you want some even lines. You were doing like 2 inches apart, something like that. You could do your first row of stitching, and then you set the bar to that,
and then you
use that bar.
Time.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. But watch the bar when you're sewing, not the foot.
Oh, okay.
Watch it because you're going down your previous stitching.
Right.
So if you don't watch that, I can guarantee you'll have a little wobble.
And
you won't realise
so it's like a farmer ploughing a field.
It is, yes.
He ploughs his first one and then he watches the outside of his thing to get...
Yeah, so it's a really handy one, that. So we've got our button sewing on foot.
Yeah.
Then we have got the quilting, the quilting guide bar, which is a slightly different one, which actually fits in the back of the machine. Your pivot pin, your standard bobbins. They are standard across all the machines. And on these as well, you get the easy bobbin case. I don't know where it's disappeared to. It's a lovely little Elna bobbin case, and it's got 10 bobbins in it with the little blue discs on.
Oh, yes.
I think we've seen them before.
Yeah.
It's somewhere. It's somewhere.
We have to have a good tidy
somewhere in the depths. But they're lovely because the little blue disc on the top is like separate little plastic disc, so you can pop your thread end underneath.
Yes,
it's fabulous to use, and a little Elna bobbin box as well. You've got your spool caps, 3 different types. You've got large ones, the small ones, and then you've got little grey ones. They're brilliant. A lot of the threads now are on the really long cones, aren't they? So you pop those in the other way around to use them. You've got your spare spool pin, if you want to use twin needles. You've got a selection of needles in there. Yeah. Screwdriver, cleaning brush. Yeah. Quick unpick. Yeah. Knee lift.
Okay, I've got 2 questions. One's from Anne, I think you'd say. Okay, are they going to come across the bottom? You're going to read them out to me. Carol, sorry, not Anne. Right, so Carol says, "Morning, John. Such lucky people to get this machine. I've been wanting it for so long. Still sitting on the fence, but would love one. Great demo from Carol in Somerset." Carol, now I am the last person to push you over the other side of the fence or this side of the fence. But if you can afford it, I would get it. Because one thing I want to say is, right, we launched we didn't launch it. When we opened Sewing Quarter, the very first machine we did was the 680. This is the 680 Plus, right? So this is an upgraded version of the 680. That was the one with the blue front, which is the one that Joe and Lucy have got, actually. When we launched it, it was the same price. We did a launch opening and we said we can have it for $999 because we knew. But the price 4.5 years ago was £1,099. Yeah. So Elna, you could so easily as a company have gone, oh no, it's the Plus, we could charge more. So I just want to say, I think that's brilliant about Elna is that they haven't
We've
jumped on
held
the
it,
bandwagon on, oh, everyone wants to buy a sewing machine, we'll whack our prices up or anything.
You know, they will. And I will say with these, we had some in before Christmas, didn't we? Because we'd been waiting for them, and they are disappearing quite quickly.
Yeah, well, we know from our stock here, every day more.
Well, yeah, I know what stock we've got for you at the warehouse, and it is disappearing quite quickly.
Now, and that's the other thing I need to point out, is you don't have to wait for yours to come from somewhere else, because I know people are worried about containers being stuck at folks and everything like that. What we're allowed to sell to you are in the warehouse in Stockport, right? So we can't sell anything to you that hasn't arrived already. So don't be thinking, oh, I want that machine, but it might have to come via Folkestone, via a ship, via this. Whatever we have in stock are all sitting, aren't they, in your warehouse in Stockport. Yes. So if you order it today, it will be with you within 5 to 7 working days. That's the most important thing. Secondly, today is the last day of getting your 5-year warranty. So I don't want anybody to overstretch themselves, because the worst thing is waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, isn't it? Stressing
about thinking how we're going to do this.
It's one of the worst feelings in the world. So if you're thinking, oh, I can afford it, shall I, shan't I? My advice would be, I love sewing on mine, so it's really, really, really worth it. So that was Carol, and then there was another question from... Okay, it's a question of Diane, who has the machine. I bought this machine from John when he was at Sewing Quarter. I absolutely love it. I'm only an intermediate stitcher. You see, there you go. So that's answers to your question. But won't it be fun when you move on to the next things? And do you love it? Do you absolutely love it? I think mine's brilliant.
I do. And as I say, it's a machine to grow with. I always say, I used to do a lot of exhibitions.
Yeah.
And you're speaking to people, then I always say, you know, get what the best you can afford. It goes across for everything. And then you can grow into it.
Yes, exactly.
So it will.
What Hannah's saying as well is, thank you very much for sending a message saying how much you love it, because most times these days people only ring in to complain, don't they, in between? So it's lovely that you're messaging in with your lovely messages. I've also got one question for you for your, it's not a question, it's a statement. Sue said, Jane, I just want you to thank a lovely lady in the customer service team. I rang on Tuesday because I'm not allowed to use the phone at work. I got home late, so rang late. She was very kind because she had just finished work. She logged back in to answer all my questions. She was brilliant.
That's fabulous.
That's not, I mean, our call centre are fabulous too, but that is because there's a phone number in Stockport and you ring it. Now, if they're, I know this because I know one of them, right? If we're in lockdown, as we are at the moment, and Elna, this is nothing I have to put out, nothing to do with the sewing machine, Elna and Janome look after their staff, don't they? So all during lockdown, families, all their families and everything have all been taken into consideration. But, so the call centre, instead of just going, oh, go home, you're furloughed, they give them the phones to take home. So so if you ring the call centre, you'll only be going through to a normal phone, but then it's redirected to that operator's home, so whoever's on duty, so you can still get the service. There's nothing worse. If you're sitting at home, your sewing machine breaks down, you ring up and you go, sorry, we're all gone on furlough. You can still get service.
We're all working remotely, obviously. I mean, I've been working from home since March, since the last time I saw you in Islington, wasn't it? A whole lifetime ago.
That was the weekend before.
Yes, it was before lockdown, So we're all working, but we're all home-based now. And again, if it's something you think, well, I'm not sure, if it comes into you, then it usually gets passed over to me. I get little emails from Hayley or whoever going,
but what we're saying is don't be thinking, oh, they'll all be at home, not doing it. If you've got an issue, and also the thing about their customer service team, I will stop talking in a minute, is if you ring up and you say, there's this about my machine, I don't really understand it, if the lady at the other end or the gentleman at the other end can't give you an answer from what they've got there, they will go and ring somebody else, find out, and then call you back. So the service isn't like, you won't be fobbed off going, oh, I don't know, call back another time, or I'll ring you back. They do call you back with the answer to your questions. So they are good. They are very good.
So
that was it. That was all the questions. I think, right.
Right then. So I forgot where I was now.
Sorry, you're finishing off.
We go in with the knee lift on the bottom, and your usual screwdrivers, cleaning brush, quick unpick, straight stitch plate. You've got the little stylus, which I'm using here. That's got a picture of a continental plug, but you will get a standard UK, obviously, power lead. Separate foot control. The mysterious table.
Yes, now
you found the legs, but no table.
We've got a picture of the table, haven't we, Paul?
Yeah, it's a plexiglass.
It's like a frosted glass.
It's a plexiglass type table.
Yes, and it looks like a bathroom window. It's one of those opaque glass tables. You get legs. We've got the legs, which is haven't got
found
the top.
Legs.
The legs that you can alter. So if your table's a little
not
bit
quite
wonky,
level, you can alter
or you have to go down because it's so big. You have to go down a table. You can adjusters.
There's little adjusters on the bottom, so you can level your table up. And it's a decent size table. You've you've also got markings on the front as well.
Yes.
Yeah. You've got your semi-rigid cover and, of course, the manual. The manuals are excellent. I do like a manual that actually has black and white line drawings in it. I found them much clearer than photographs.
Oh, yes.
And everything is in here. Whatever you want to know will be in here. So I would suggest to say when you get the machine out first, just wind a bobbin, do some basic sewing on it, then dip in and out of the manual as and when you need to, rather than trying to digest the whole thing at once.
Course. Denise is mentioning, I'm watching Jayne with my 680 in front of me so I can follow what she's explaining. I only got it out the box over Christmas after having it for a few months. Lovely machine, and I've had quite a few over the 60 years that I've been sewing.
Yeah.
I've already made a quilt top. I'm going to try putting it together later. It came within 4 days of buying it, and that included a weekend.
Yeah.
So there, and then Jackie says, I had to ring up Elna with a question. I got lovely Lucy Brennan. Another question very quickly. I bought this fantastic machine when you were... I've done that one, haven't I? Oh, no. When you were at Sewing Quarter, John. I am a competent sewer, but wanted a machine to grow into, and that is just the ticket from Fiona. Thank you, Fiona.
Yeah. See, everybody absolutely loves these machines. They are such a nice
Here's
machine.
a picture of the table,
Yeah.
very quickly.
There we go.
There you go. Actually, in real life, it's big. It looks bigger than that. That looks like it's about half it cut off. But it's a nice, big table if you're doing your quilting or you're doing your wedding dress or something like that.
Yeah, it is a nice one. I need to pop this foot back somewhere in a minute.
Don't
I'll
lose
pop
it, Jayne, otherwise we'll be blaming you.
No, I spent half this morning trying to find them all. Yeah. I did say I was actually going to talk about the convertible foot as well, which I absolutely love, this convertible, because I quilt, convertible quilting foot. It comes, they're normally, I think, £49, £50 normally, these. And
this comes with it then, yeah?
This comes with it, and I don't know if we can
Paul's just
catch
coming in
the
now,
top
the
of it,
foot that's on the table there.
I'm going to take it off here so it's a bit clearer. So it comes with, the nice thing is it goes on round there, you just unscrew it, the same as you put your walking foot on, and you just clip it round the shank. This spring on the side here, you can actually alter that, so it takes the height up and down of the foot. So if you've got a really heavy quilt, you can take it up. If it's a thin piece or you're doing some free motion embroidery, you can take it down, and it doesn't bounce, it glides, and it comes with the 2 extra feet as well. So you've got the closed and the open toe one, and it's such a fabulous quilting foot to use. It's just so nice to use. But say, with me, it's the height adjuster here.
Yes, yeah.
It just...
Well, with a quilt, it could be, because if you've done lots of half square triangles, there's a lot of fabric underneath all those seams and everything.
Yeah, so you can alter it to suit. And to change it, there's a little screw on the back that comes undone, and you can just pop whichever one you want to. Circular one is great if I've got lots of layers or I'm doing a bit of weird stuff, as my daughter calls it, because it just sort of sits on everything and keeps it nice and smooth going through.
Fantastic.
So that one.
And was there something else you were going to show us a minute ago, like stitch? You said we'll do that in a minute.
Oh,
hang on, we've got something. We've got a request. We're doing requests now.
Right.
Okay, so Jayne has said, morning both. Could you show that straight stitch with the automatic back stitch? That's what it was, back and front. I've just ordered this machine, and I'm so excited from Jayne in the West Midlands. That's what. Well done, Jayne. You've read my mind, because that's what you said earlier. I'll show you how to do that later. Yeah.
So I'm going to pop it down. I'm going to leave this foot on. So when you're coming onto your, where are we at? We're going to unlock it now.
Yeah.
We're going to use it again. We're in mode 1 now. So the reverse one is 0, 2. It's got like a little equal sign at the top and bottom. So I literally just go into 0, 2, like that. I'm going to slow it down so we can see. Stop start button. You get the foot pedal with it. I always use it when
you use a foot pedal at home.
I do,
but for demonstrating here,
I always use the stop start button. So we're just going to go stop start. You've got your needle up down here as well. Lock stitch reverse. So it's going down. It's going to go forwards for me. I've got my little tail end there. I'm going to take it back. And then it's going to come back 3 stitches, maybe time it up a little bit faster.
So you...
I've got a foot there. Yeah. So what I'm doing then, this is going down. So when I come to the end of the seam, if I just press the reverse, it will automatically reverse 3 stitches for you again.
So we'll just talk that through. So you're sewing a normal, you're making a dress, right?
Yep.
And you're sewing a normal, you're sewing up the centre back seam.
Yep.
Rather than you starting off, pressing the reverse button, going back, letting go of the reverse button, going forwards, you set it to 02, so you can still set your stitch length to whichever
whatever
you want
like,
it to. You set off going, even if you're using the foot pedal, it does 3 stitches forward,
automatically,
3 stitches back.
When you, I'm going to start it again. So we're going to go forward 3, back 3.
And then you can stitch as long as you want. Down, you've got to the end of your centre back seam.
Press the reverse,
press the reverse button.
Yeah, and it will do the 3 again for you.
And cut the thread.
And cut. So then we've just got that nice little
Pull.
Tie here.
There you go,
We
perfect.
can see it. So you can just see it where it's got the 3 stitches back. On both
That's
ends.
brilliant.
So many people don't realise, and it's on most of the machines,
Yes.
most of the computerised machines. So many people don't realise that.
No.
And
you
you've
see,
all-
that's because what happens is, like me, you get the machine home, I didn't read my manual, I just went straight on and started sewing with it, and now my manual's next to it, it's there with the machine, but I don't actually think of looking what O2 is, because I think, oh, O1's a straight stitch, I'll just go straight for it.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't look at it. And again, O3, you will do a lock stitch at the beginning, and then when you get to the end, again, press a lock stitch, and it will do that again for you.
Oh, so O2 is reverse,
Yeah.
and
O3
O3 is lock
stitch.
And at the end of that, when you press the lock
Press the lock stitch, and it will lock stitch for you and stop. Yeah.
You haven't taught me that before.
Oh, I probably have.
Yeah, no, you most probably have, but it's been so many years now, hasn't it?
I know it has, definitely. But it's just got so much on here. And I mean, I like a plique, so let's have a little look at an applique stitch. We'll go for 38. And it's just such nice.
Oh, that's unusual. Is it like a little blanket stitch?
Yeah, there's lots of blanket stitches on here. So I like quilting, so I do like my applique stitches. We always used to use satin stitch or zigzag, didn't we?
Yeah, I always
Way
use
back
satin stitch. That's
Really? Don't you ever use blanket stitch?
no, only if I do it by hand.
Oh, no, I don't do hand sewing very often. No. Quilt binding's about the only thing I sew by hand. So we've got this. So it's the little one. So let's just start. So again, I'm going to take it down a little bit. But we can actually alter this while we're sewing.
Oh,
We can make
so
it
you're
wider.
making it wider
Yeah, we can make it longer.
and longer.
Yeah. Or we can take it shorter.
Oh, now, so it beeps at you. If you try and ask it to do something that you can't do, it'll beep at you, won't
Get down
it?
to 1 point. It will. It won't do anything it doesn't want to. And then when I come to the end, I'm going to lock stitch.
Oh, good question here now. From Lindsay, please can you confirm the size dimensions of the 680 plus? I need to work out it will fit into my horn furniture.
We'd have to measure it, or you'd have to, I'd have to have a look on here. It depends on your horn cabinet as well. It's probably worth contacting Horn.
Oh, okay.
Because every time we have a new machine, they know what cabinets they fit in,
Right.
then we'll do a new insert for them as well. So
I think, don't we have on our breakdown?
this should be the exact
There should be the exact
dimensions
measurements
of
on
it,
the
yeah.
on the breakdown. So no, we'll have a look for you, Lindsay. I promise. And then if not, Lindsay, you can always email me, and later on I can get the ruler out or something like that. But I'm sure we have it on
Should
one of
be on
our.
there, yeah.
You know, when you have what comes with the machine and what doesn't come with the machine. I'm sure that was a funny noise. It was Hannah. It sounded like a balloon going down.
So all I've done, you can see where I've just altered the stitch here. You can do it while you're sewing, it's not a problem. And it's just so nice with these because you've got the exact setting that you've used. So you can just, I tend to do samples of it, then I'll just write on it in biro.
Right.
What I was doing, width, whatever, length, whatever. So you can always get that back as a reference.
Yeah, perfect.
To have a look at. What else do we want to have a
The
look
thing
at?
is,
We could be here all day.
we could be here all day, and we've been here way too long.
We've got
half an
a
hour.
few more machines to do, haven't
Yes, we have, but we'll do that in a second. Hang on, have we got an answer to Lindsay's question? That's the throat space.
Yeah.
We want the dimension of the
this
machine, which I
here.
know I've read out recently.
Yeah.
If you go, right, Lindsay, I'm sorry to be a pain. If you go to the Elna website. Oh, here you
found
go.
it.
There it is, there it is, there it is. Is that it?
Yeah.
There it is, there it is. 475 by 318 by 223.
316?
Huh?
316, is
That's
it? We're all
it.
standing here
We're all
peering
standing
at
there.
it. Oh,
Read those
316.
numbers out, Hannah, for me at the top. 475, 316, 223, and it's 10 kilos.
Yeah.
That's from Elna's website, right? And then the one further down will be the throat space. So that's it. Thank you, Hannah. Lindsay, I hope that helps you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. We're here to help. Right. What we should do now is I should talk about something and then we should swap that machine over, wouldn't we? Because we need to go on to the next machine, don't we?
We do.
Is that right, Hannah? So what should I talk about? Okay. Okay, my husband's just bought me this for me. Yay, can't wait to use it. I've done that one, haven't I, from Diane? Oh, it's a different Diane. Different Diane. Okay, morning to you both. I'm a little bit stuck on which machine to get, the 680 or the 720. I do a lot of bag making. Thank you, from Lucy.
Personally,
yeah,
I would go up to the 720.
Okay, right.
If you can afford it, yes. I mean, this one will make bags, no problem. But I think I've got a predecessor to the 720 and I throw everything underneath it.
Okay, right. Now, I need to tell you then, the 720 does not have a free arm. The 720 is built not for aesthetic beauty, it's built to sew, right? So what it is, it's solid, it's metal. The base is metal and it's quite nice and heavy, but it doesn't have a free arm. So if you're used to sewing with that, if you're used to sewing on an industrial machine, then that's a brilliant one. That's a brilliant one to do, because you've not got your free arm, but you've got your space down there. And yes, Becky Alexander Frost, right? She has got the 720. Rachel from Magnolia, she has got the 720. Rachel makes all wedding dresses on it and does all her stuff like that. Becky obviously makes bags on hers completely and utterly the whole time. So it's basically. Well, Jayne's just said that the 720 is more of a workhorse. Are you all right there, Jayne?
I'm fine. I'm used to it.
All right then. Poor old Jayne, we can't all help each other. You see, we're not allowed to go and help each other. Which machine are we going on to next?
We're going
then?
to the embellisher.
Oh, we're going to the embellisher next. Oh, very nice. Oh, we're going to go for a break so that we can sort this out, so Jayne hasn't got to stress, right? So we will go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll do the embellisher, and then we'll see what else we've got time for. We are going to do the 720 definitely though, so keep watching.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Hello everyone, I'm Darphine Brooks. It's so great to be here and part of the Sewing Street family. I'm local, I'm only down the road in Warwickshire. I started sewing many years ago when I was very young, doing lots of art and painting, and eventually I went into textiles and I really enjoyed doing the two together. I then had a bit of a break. Something you don't know about me maybe is that I spent many years in the Royal Air Force and eventually in the police as well. And then I went full circle and I've come back to my happy place of sewing, and which I really enjoy. My best sewing tip is measure twice and cut once. I have chipped up a couple of times by not measuring properly, and I do always regret it. So now I always measure twice, cut once. Anyway, I really hope to be with you again soon, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media, and pick up some top tips from us too.
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers.
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Oh, you caught me wiping it down still. Right, okay. All that's nice and sanitised because I want it over here. If you've got any questions about the 680, we're going to do the embellisher in a second. I've got a couple of questions here. First of all, Lindsay says, thank you very much. It's our pleasure, Lindsay. Our pleasure, totally. Claire says, I'm saving up for a new machine. I'm halfway there, only taking a year. Would the 680 withstand a set of panto costumes? Yes, indeed, it would. And Derek says, I'm a brother man myself, but that 680 is very tempting. I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant, Derek. Right, did you say you had a question for me as well? Oh, no, we haven't gone through what you get. Here it is. Look, this is everything you get with this machine, right? Have a look. It's all on a plate here. Jayne mentioned a few of them earlier. The knee lift, the 2 needle plates. There's the little bobbin box that Jayne was talking about that's gone walkies. Everything there. And we've actually got it written on a list as well, haven't we? On a different page. OK, then. Let me talk to you while they find that page. Excuse me. Let me tell you about the split pay, because if you order this today, now remember that today's the last day you can get the 5-year warranty. It comes with a 2-year warranty. That's no issue, no problem whatsoever. It comes directly from Elna. The 2-year warranty is inside the box, right? When it arrives, it's inside the box. Don't fill that in. Wait for a week or so, and then you'll get a letter with the 5-year warranty form to fill in inside it separately. That would normally cost you about £60, but we're giving you that completely free. But today, Saturday, is the last day that we're offering that. You will, from tomorrow onwards, you get the 2 years still, but if you want the 5-year one, then that you have to get it today. I need to tell you as well, there's an awful lot of these gone today, an awful lot gone, and there are still quite a few in baskets. Now, I'm not adding any undue pressure whatsoever, and I will tell you, if it's about to sell out, I will tell you. At the moment, you're all right. At the moment, you are all right, but who knows what could happen in the next 10 minutes, you know what I mean? Here's the list of goodies. So they're all the foots, they're all the feet that Jayne told you about. They all come as standard with the machine. I can't imagine. Oh no, there's one other that Jayne's got that she bought separately. That was your circular one, wasn't it? Isn't that one?
That's a circular attachment.
Circular attachment. That is extra sort of thing. The circular attachment is on our website if you want it.
Just make sure you get the right one.
Oh, hang on. Somebody asked about what? Invisible zipper foot. Go to Elna for that. Because now the other thing you need is if you ring Elna, all of their machines have categories, and the feet from a B don't fit a C, D sort of thing. So what you need to do is anything like that. This is a D. All the 9mm. Yeah, 9mm are category D, and category A, B, and C won't fit on a D. So if you want anything like that, go to Elna direct, and they will advise you as to which one to buy. Okay. And was anything right? Okay, I'll just tell you this very quick. Are you ready for us, Jayne? £219 if you pay that today, plus your P&P. That's the machine sent out to you. And then 4 more payments after that of £219.80 each month. And we do not charge any interest whatsoever. That is the price divided equally by 5 times. Right. Okay. So I'll just push this over to the side. Okay. You need to bring that machine a little bit this way, Jayne. Thank you.
There we go. Can we see it?
Right, I didn't know what one of these was. I had to watch the show.
This is mine from home.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
But it's not so, you can't sew with it, can you?
No, it's an embellisher. So
right.
It's literally like a needle felting machine. We've all seen them where you do it with
a
mats or a single needle, and what we used to do years ago. This is the embellisher, so it's got the 5 needles in here. We've also got it on a really good offer, and I think we're only single figures left on these.
Oh, are we?
Yes.
Oh, single figures on this one then.
Yeah. We are, at the moment, you can have the huge extension table with it, which is brilliant for doing...
It's enormous.
It's enormous, but you need it because you tend to work... I do pre-felts on mine and all kinds of things, yeah. So you've got not... Yeah, that's a whole other show.
Oh, OK, fine. Right, OK, so you're going to demonstrate at the moment.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have a needle...
No.
That you thread... Oh, it doesn't have any thread on it?
There's no thread, there's nothing. You know, we take this off, and all we've got in here is a little box.
Yeah.
Where all your
Stop
little
tapping,
bits of fluff go and everything when you're doing it, and that's it. That is it. No thread, no
so
nothing.
There's no bobbin, no nothing.
No.
Okay.
No, it's once you get used to it, it's.
No, I've watched Debbie do a demonstration.
I always call it my what if machine.
What?
Because you can put so many different things underneath it.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So now those needles that come down.
Yes.
I've done hand felting,
Yeah.
right? And you have something that looks like that. It's got about 8 needles in it. You
Yes.
do that.
Yeah.
Are there like several needles in there
Yes,
then?
there's 5 in there. Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
And are they all individual or do they have to come
When
in
the
a-
machine comes in, it's got a fixed unit in it.
Right.
But we're doing again, we managed to get you the kit as well with the machine, so
Okay.
that's quite a lot of extras. And in that, you will get the, I don't know where, I did have one, and it's sort of, that's another thing that's here somewhere in the depths. Let me just undo this. This is
Hannah,
my-
what are you saying to me?
from home.
The extra's worth £114. It says on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I'm going to take all these out. So you
So these are the free gift that comes
yeah,
with
so you
them.
get the table, and then, oh gosh, that's come off. You get a single needle in there as well, which is brilliant for doing any fine work.
Right.
Because you can go down to the single needle.
Yeah.
And then you get the little tower here that changes. You've got the little Allen keys on the top.
Yeah,
that you
just
can
show
see.
it to which camera, Paul? Okay, brilliant.
If I just turn it over.
So what's that?
That is the needle unit that comes in it. It's not fixed, so all the little, I've still got myself. So
Yeah.
we can see all the little black, almost like marks there. That's a little Allen screw.
Oh, okay.
So you undo those to take the needles out. So if you break one needle, you can take it out and still carry on.
Oh, okay.
Or you can go down to 3 needles, 2 needles, whatever you want
Right,
to do with it.
yeah.
So it's much easier.
So, yeah. But
It also-
you can't replace an individual needle.
You
can
can,
go,
yes.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can on this one because they come out. The machine will come, it's not on here because I've already changed it.
Yeah.
It will come with a unit that looks like that, but it's a fixed unit.
Right.
So it's got 5 needles that are fixed. If you break one, basically, you can't use the unit. So,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
which
okay.
is why I've got these for us. So
Brilliant.
we have those. It also comes in there with another foot with it, which you need to change.
Right.
To put on with this one.
Right.
So it's a packet of needles and a single needle unit as well with
Brilliant.
it. So it's really good to get you going. I've given you my bag of beautiful samples
Yes,
down
you have
there
now,
as well.
yes.
These have been untouched by human hands
So
for weeks.
is this things that I'll don't worry, I'll send it close. Is this things that you can do on that machine?
These
then?
are samples that have been done on there. Oh, you haven't seen my best yet.
What? What? That's all. That's
needle
gorgeous.
felted. Yeah, yeah.
You see, the only needle. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute.
There's all sorts of goodies in there.
Oh, 2 have checked out already. Just from your little Russian doll, right? No.
To me, that looks like barge painting.
No. Right, yes, but the thing is, I haven't seen things like this made with
Haven't
it.
you?
No.
Oh.
The demonstration Debbie did, it was a kind of like, she got like angel hair and ribbon and,
You can
kind
use
of
all that.
created ad hoc sort of things.
Yeah,
I
there's
didn't
the most
see things
fabulous
like this.
wall. It might not go back to the office, the one of those in there. I think it's that one. That might stay in my house. I didn't make it, but it's absolutely
It might
beautiful.
what?
That might be staying at my house.
Oh, okay.
You're not keeping it, it's mine.
No, but look at it. Now, you see, Darphine does things like this, but she does it by hand.
Yes.
Which I can sort of understand that.
You can do the base. If you want to do something really detailed, do the base on the machine. It just speeds it all up for you. But if you look at that, it's got scrim and all kinds of things on there.
Oh, let's advertise, shall we?
Yeah, why not?
Let's go back to that one there. That's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
That is absolutely beautiful. But if you look, and you can go in there with the fine detail by hand, you can machine embroider on top of it, you can free machine on top of it, you could use your decorative stitches, just making a base, yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, could you make one of these then, please?
Oh, definitely. That's
But I
mine.
don't even know where to. I wouldn't even know where to start.
It's like, I suppose it's a different kind of art, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. It is. I mean,
It's
there's
incre-
nothing
all
to
of
stop you. If
those-
you've got a base fabric like a calico or quite a loose weave, you could actually draw the outlines on it and work with that just to
Oh,
build it up, couldn't you?
wow.
There's loads of different ways.
Okay, so how does it work then?
So it's basically, we've got the barb needles in there.
Yeah.
So I've got some little bits here that I've, my samples from before. It comes again with your screwdrivers, your Allen key, it's got some spare needles.
Okay.
And this has got a single hole.
Just put those
as
at
well.
where the feet are on your
I'm gonna-
table. You can leave it in the bag, Jane, don't worry.
Yeah, so you've got the single hole plate there, which
Yeah.
is quite nice. And also you've got the cleaning brush, the Allen key, the little screwdriver,
Right, okay.
and some spare needles. So, but just make sure when you get the kit, it does tell you the back to change that foot with it. It's
Okay.
a slightly different one.
Right,
These are just
so
little.
what have you got there? What is that?
These are little bits that I've done before for us. This is organza. I'm going to pop
Okay, so it's not just felting then?
No, this is just, it's just fabulous with organza. So that's organza, and it's literally just these little scrabbly bits. This is like some crepey type fabric.
Right.
And I did a couple of different ones on this and embellished them slightly differently.
Yeah.
So the more you work into it, the more distressed it gets.
Right. It's like a bit like me.
And this one, I've just gone in around the flowers and left the flowers. But you know, you could free machine on that.
Okay.
You could put some beads on it, anything. This is one of my favourite ways of using it. That is just basically wall tops.
Yes.
That you can get.
Like the stuff Darphine uses
Yes,
for hers, yeah.
And that is just the top side of it. But when you turn it over, you get the most beautiful
Oh, wow.
pastel. It works beautifully with denim. If you'd got a tweed with obviously a pattern in it, or like a tartan with a pattern in it, and you embellish, it will push it through to the back.
Wow.
So
I need to tell my friend Michelle about this. She does a lot of felting and everything.
yeah.
She's
And
gonna
there's
love
another
this.
one of those that's been really well embellished, and
Yeah.
you can see how distressed they get. This one, again, it's just laying the wall tops on, embellishing it in, and doing it from the back.
Right.
I should write my name.
Yeah,
So you've got to
upside
remember
down.
your mirror image in it.
Yeah.
So it's just fun to play with. This again is just some that I'd put onto here. It was a piece of pre-felt that I've got at home with some wall tops on, and I cut it and then I just added it onto another.
So
base.
do you tend to use? You can use both sides. You can tend to use
Yeah.
the front or the back
Yeah,
of these.
see that one's quite subtle.
Okay,
on
so
the back.
you've done yours. That black stuff is felt, is
It's
it?
just plain normal felt.
felt.
Yeah.
And then you've just got different fabrics like organza and chiffons and
Everything.
some of the wool
yeah.
tops. And
Yeah,
things
I
like
use
that.
like silks and like I've got silk handkerchiefs and things that you can use. The only thing I've never really had a massive amount of luck with is like chenille wool, but everything else. But if you mix it with something else,
Yeah.
it's like Angelina. If you mix it with a little bit of wool
Angelina
tops.
Jolie.
Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't try embellishing her. But you know, the Angelina fibres.
Right, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
mix them with a little bit of wool top, so it's just links them together because they're metal. If you're using organzas, be careful that you don't get some of these organzas. They're beautiful. They've got metal in them.
Oh yes, like the twinkle chiffons and
Yeah,
things like that.
so
yeah.
they're not brilliant. And again, if I've got a lot of something under there that's quite heavy, I'll wind it through. The same with the sewing machine. I'll wind it through first, and you can feel it when it goes in if you're going to catch something
Okay.
with it. But it's just fabrics, and again, it's a little. What I've done, and just flip them around the opposite ways, just to have a look at them, and it's just. You can play with this all day doing things. That is literally a piece of net, like tulle, with some more tops either side.
Right.
And you can make that into fabrics. I
Okay.
used to do felt making, so it's a really...
So can you see the red one there?
This
can
one?
Can you work on that a bit more? Have you
Yeah.
got something to show us how?
I've
Oh, you got some there. You
I
got some there.
may have some more.
Well, it doesn't matter if you haven't got that one, but I don't.
Here's one I made earlier.
Okay, so it's just a bit of chiffon.
It's just a little
Or is
bit
it
of
organza?
It's organza, this,
Yeah, organza, yeah.
Out of my little secret stash at home. And you can actually work onto this. I've seen a blouse made out of this where they've worked it all first and then cut the pattern out.
What, a felt blouse?
No. Just work the organza.
On its own?
If I work this organza on its own, now bear with me because I'm back to front and upside down.
Okay, so you have to move the fabric.
You've got to move it.
Oh,
because
I've
there's
seen
no
things
feed.
like that. Yes,
so
I know.
if you can see now, that has. I used to make cards. I did some. Well, I'm not a massive card maker, but I've made cards using these and distressing them, and they look really, really nice.
So that's like a blouse that when Hannah used to go clubbing, she used to wear it with a black bra underneath.
Does she now?
Yeah. Can you just put it to where your black? No, you need to put it where the black. That's it there.
That's it.
So literally, you've just worked.
I've literally. What did that take me? 2-3 seconds.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to do it. Yeah. And then you can go back onto it and you complete it. You can just, as I say, that's why. Can you see why I call it my what if
Definitely.
machine now?
But now, so there's no feed dogs or anything like that.
Nothing. You are literally moving
Moving it
Yeah,
to where you want
yeah.
to move it.
You've got
now,
to move it.
Are there any? Is there a foot? Do you have to lift a foot up and down?
You've got the presser foot here.
Yeah.
Yeah, as per normal. Yeah.
Is there any way you can get your needle? I'm a bit frightened about the needle going in my finger.
No, because this is what you've got the guard here.
Right. Oh, right.
There's a guard here. I mean, I know somebody used to do a lot in schools with these, and the children love it because it's instant.
Yes,
I used to
yeah.
do youth work, and I used to take that with
Yeah.
me, and they absolutely love it because they can do bookmarks and things really quickly, just using all sorts of bits and pieces. But it does. That's it. And you can see how it's quite.
I love that noise.
It's quite a satisfying noise, isn't it? And again, the more you work into it, the more it will mesh in. Make sure that when you stop, you take your needles up and don't yank it out to the side, or you will break your needles.
Yes. Now, are the needles barbed then? Like
They are barbed
like the ones
needles,
you use when
yeah.
you do it by hand?
Yeah, and that's just literally, just run down. You can get some really fabulous results with this.
I can see, because the thing is, you could start off thinking, oh, I'm going to do this, but actually the fabric will do what it wants to do, and you're like, oh, I could do this with it now.
And it's just being aware with that how much it shrinks it in.
Yes, yeah, because I saw it really pulling it in.
It does really pull it in. And it's just, you know, if you're into free machine embroidery, you can do some fabulous backgrounds with it and then go on top with whatever you want to.
It's fascinating. I'd never ever, when they said there was one coming in, and I watched Debbie doing hers, and I was like, never ever heard of this thing before. Never heard of one of these machines before.
No, they are. Yeah, they are. They're fun. I say this is mine from home.
Yes.
So,
okay.
and it's going back with me.
Okay, and so all these pictures and everything.
Yes.
What's this then?
They look like bits of fluff that have come out of the machine. To be honest, I don't think
that's not a piece of
anything
art.
Vitally important. No.
Yeah. So, but you could use those again, couldn't you? You
can redo it again. Yeah.
I think it's brilliant.
It's just such a.
How much is it? £359. Oh, it's on split pay as well.
Yeah.
119.66. 3 split pay. 119.66. I just think, oh right, it is single figures, and a few have gone already.
Yeah.
Now, so this one here, right? Just for example, you started off with red felt.
Yeah.
Did you draw out where the different colours were going to go?
I didn't make it. I'd like to claim ownership of it,
Okay.
but no.
Did
There's
the person
nothing to
who
stop.
made it?
I honestly don't know, but there is nothing to stop you doing that, drawing that base on it.
And then just putting your
and
blue...
then just putting your colours in and building them up. You know,
Yeah.
if you put quite light, it will be very light. You can build the felt wool tops up as you go.
Yeah.
To get more depth of colour if you want to, and put a little bit of shading in. It's like
and then you can work, like you say, you can work on it. You can do the main work on that, and then you can do it on your machine.
You could do it on your machine. You could do it with a single needle. You know, doing the black outline. You could do that by hand if you wanted to. You could count something down.
Oh, that actually feels like it's chenille or something like that, like a single strand.
So maybe it's either been done with the machine with the single needle, or as long as stop you doing some hand sewing with it. Pop some beads onto it.
Hey.
Oh, I mean, that big picture is fabulous when you look at the different materials.
Yes, let's just have a look at it.
I do like that. Do you think they'll
So you didn't make any of these?
Then? No, I stole them from the office.
But this one's staying in your house?
It might do, yes. It's just such a fabulous picture, isn't it? And say they've used scrim that's been hand dyed and all kinds of things on it.
It's just incredible that. Well, I mean, I know you need a person behind it, but that machine can make that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been signed.
Oh.
I know who made it now.
Who made it then?
D. Is there a lady called D? D-E-E.
No, I did know the lady's name and it escapes me.
Don't worry, but she might have made it for D
Yeah.
then. Oh no, it's a gift for someone, you're going to nick it.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, you won't do, you won't do. Right, let me just see if there are any questions, because then we could go on to the next machine then, couldn't we? Oh, Karen, excuse me, Karen, ring the call centre. We can't help you with that one. Ring the call centre, they'll sort that out for you. Something to do with an account, it's not to do with the machine. I got an embellisher for Christmas, says Barbara. It's a fantastic machine. How brilliant. Right, what we should do is we should go for another little break, because we're not going to try and do it while I'm still chatting, I think, because we need to get the... Oh, where's Hannah? Okay, we'll be going to the 7:20 in a second. But, oh, actually, we can still go to a break for it, can't we, Paul? Because you can do that. Right, we'll go for a quick break. We will bring the 7:20. I just don't want to run out of time, that's all, because if we spent that long talking about the 680, we're going to spend just as much time talking about the 7:20 as well. So we'll go for a very, very quick break. I know it's unorthodox. It's only 10 minutes past something. And then we'll bring you the 7:20 straight after this break.
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
New years are always about trying new things, so why not try out a new hobby? From the 4th to the 10th of January, Sewing Street will be bringing you a week packed with demonstrations on new techniques, beginners tutorials and brand new projects. With everything from ribbon art, making your own sleepwear, new quilting techniques and beginners homeware makes. We have something for everyone. Sign up to our email newsletter and follow us on social media to find out what's on when. And watch our New Year, New Hobby shows from 8 AM to 1 PM on Monday the 4th to Sunday the 10th of January on Freeview 72, Sky 670, our YouTube channel or Facebook Live.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Hello everyone, I'm Darphine Brooks. It's so great to be here and part of the Sewing Street family. I'm local, I'm only down the road in Warwickshire. I started sewing many years ago when I was very young, doing lots of art and painting, and eventually I went into textiles and I really enjoyed doing the two together. I then had a bit of a break. Something you don't know about me maybe is that I spent many years in the Royal Air Force and eventually in the police as well. And then I went full circle and I've come back to my happy place of sewing, and which I really enjoy. My best sewing tip is measure twice and cut once. I have chipped up a couple of times by not measuring properly, and I do always regret it. So now I always measure twice, cut once. Anyway, I really hope to be with you again soon, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.
Now, you'll hear Jayne muttering in the background while she's just getting ready to do this next machine. But before we do, I just need to warn you, right? So we got as many of these from Elna as we could to be allocated to us, right? Never thinking in a million years that in one day that many 680s could sell, right? Now, I'm not panicking you. I don't want to panic you at all because we're fine still, but more than half of them have gone, right? And really, they were supposed to be with us for quite a while because they are really our core machine, aren't they? They are a machine that everyone asks about a lot of the time and everything like that. So I am not saying to you, buy it now and sell out. I'm not doing that to you whatsoever. I'm just saying to you that the amount that have gone today, this morning, far exceeds what we expected to go. So more than just this much, more than 50% of them are gone. So there's still plenty left. There's still plenty left. But if that many can go in the first hour, please don't leave them in your basket for too long, because putting it in your basket doesn't guarantee that you're going to get it. Do you know what I mean? It's only once you've checked out that it becomes yours. Now, once you've checked out at midnight tonight, if you're going to... Oh, and the other thing that somebody asked during the break was, do I have to have split pay? No, you don't have to have split pay. If you want to pay the £1,099 in one go, that's it. You can do. When you come to check out, down the right-hand side, I can't remember if it's that side or that side, you get the choice of whether you do split pay or whether you pay it in one go. It's totally, utterly up to you. But if you do split pay, you only pay the price, £1,099. It's divided exactly by 5 times. So you pay £219.80. I'm looking there because I want to get the numbers right. £219.80 you pay tonight, plus your P&P. And then... that's this month. It will be sent to you, and then you've got your 4 more payments after that. So that's, today is January, so February, March, April, May, it'll be all paid for. All paid for by May. And believe you me, you still won't have done every single stitch by May or anything like that. I've got one question, and then we can move on to the 720. Brilliant demo, says Catherine, Jayne. Can you import designs onto the 680? No, you can't. You can't import designs onto your 680. So, but you've got so many. You've got so many stitches in here and everything. You really don't need to import anything into it. Really, I mean, anyway, I don't know enough about that, but importing's more like an embroidery machine, isn't it, rather than a stitching. But anyway, you can't import anything into it. You've got everything. I think you've got everything you need here because I love this machine. And as I say, I've got this machine. And when we introduced it in Sewing Quarter over 4 years ago, this is how much it was. And that wasn't this wasn't the plus That was the straightforward one, the regular one. So, right, that's this to one side. Now, I think this is a completely different machine, the one that Jayne's about to show you. Still Elna, still fantastic, still has everything you need, but it's a proper workhorse machine, this one, isn't it? Right. So I'll put this to one side. So this, and also you have to think about price, because this is £1,099. Jayne, now this is where I think it's a bit weird, because I think it's too, I don't think this is the right price personally. I think it should be more than this. But I'll let Jayne get on with the 720 demonstration.
It is. It's exclusive to you at Sewing Street.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I managed to get you a special price for it, so it is slightly better than it would be.
I said, I'm sure, because I know there are, like you said, you've got the one before.
I've got it's about 3 before. Mine is so old now, and I wouldn't part with it for anything.
If you look on the website, the ones before it are more expensive. That's why I thought that ours was a bit...
It's one of those machines, once you buy it, you will never part with it.
Right.
I know so many people who've got, I mean, mine is, gosh, it's got to be 10, 11 years old. And it's done so much work. It's just set up for free machine quilting at the moment, because I'm lucky I've got different machines at home. But this is a real, the reason I got it, I used to use industrials, and it's the closest you're going to get to an industrial.
But it's not an industrial sewing machine.
No, it's not an industrial sewing machine, but it's a really good, solid, it's a metal-based machine. Yeah. Really nice machine. As you said before, it doesn't free arm, which doesn't bother me. I'm not particularly a dressmaker.
But if you're used to...
and you can get round with it anyway.
Yes, because you just turn it round the other way.
And to be honest, when you've got most of us will have a smaller machine anyway. I may have more than one smaller machine, but that's by the by. Now bear with me on this. I haven't used this for absolutely ages, and it's slightly different to mine.
No, that's fine.
So it comes with a great big table with it as well, which comes in the box. Yeah, you can see that. So we've got the table.
Can we see that, Paul, without me? The table.
Do you want me to grab it this way? Has he got
it now?
Hang on a minute. The table will move in. Hang on, there you go.
So
it's a really big table, and again, it's got the collapsible legs, so it's easy for storage. You can just stick it down the side somewhere. Lovely big foot pedal with it.
Yeah. Hang on,
knee
Paul's
lift.
Just coming in with
He's coming in with those. So where are we at? So we've got the foot pedal here. So, and again, when you get this, I've had so many people phone up going, "You haven't sent me the cord for the foot pedal." It's actually tucked in the back.
Just bring it to you right a second, because we can't see it. Let's bring the graphics. There we go. Perfect,
there we go. There we go. It's actually tucked in the back.
Yeah.
So, and it's just a nice way. It's a retract. You know, you can just pop it back in again.
Yeah.
Let's just put that away.
Put it the right way.
It would help, wouldn't it?
I've got a message to Carol with an E. Morning, I bought the 720 Pro in April. I absolutely love it. It's my 3rd Elna machine. Can Jayne show where the pivot pin goes in, please? I
don't think we have a pivot pin on these.
I don't think it does
either. No, it doesn't on this one. You can get the standard circular attachment for it, which is the one for the Easy Set bobbin. I know our part number is.
Oh, did she write that machine or this machine? Oh no, she said the 720. Sorry.
No, I don't think we've got a pivot in this. Oh, we'll have a look in the manual in a minute.
Now, won't we? Just carry on going through what you're going through.
Knee lift and a semi-rigid cover.
Yeah.
So let's pop those out.
I just think it's really funny that I've been working with a knee lift for like 40 years.
Yes,
and they've never changed.
No, they don't.
They've never ever changed.
You can't alter it, can you?
No, exactly.
No, you can't alter it.
So now there's no space on that machine. There's no gobbins.
There's no storage on here. No. So everything comes in your little box here.
Okay, perfect.
So that's all in there.
Yeah, there we go.
So I'm not sure if all the feet here. I think I've retrieved most of them, but I can't guarantee it. So again, you've got the little lift-out tray. This one comes with 2 extra stitch plates, and we'll go through those in a minute.
Okay.
So.
Oh, 3.
Yeah, two extra ones, and it's got the extra one here. Again, you've got things in here, like you can see in the bottom, so to store your bobbins in. Yeah. We have got the 2-part buttonhole foot again with a stabiliser plate, and this just keeps all your bits and pieces in, like your spool caps, your little jumper for your seams, or if you want to do shanks on a button, pop that underneath.
Yeah, I was just reading that list, but they're taking it away again.
And again, the little bits here for your big cones on the back and your spare needles. And again, in the front.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't come with a... There's the list. It definitely doesn't
come with a pivot pin. I don't think it did. No. I think my original one did. I can't remember though, because I just use it for quilting.
Yours isn't the 720 though.
No, mine's about... Yeah, 3 models before this, but it's fundamentally the same shape, but it's not as big on the straight space. I'm going to show people how to pop that walking foot on in a minute, so I'll leave it out.
So that comes with it?
It comes with it. So again, you've got your convertible quilting foot with it again, your darning foot. I'm going to get the book here and read them through for you, because I don't think they're all in there.
Geraldine says, hi Jayne and John, absolutely love this machine. I missed the last hour to go and see my mum. Please ask... Oh, yes, right. This is something completely different.
That's okay.
Now. Gerardine wants to know, she wants to buy from Elna a embroidery only machine. And does Elna do one?
Not anymore. I think we had them all on here that we had,
Before that here or Sewing Quarter? Have you had them here?
I think we've had them here
no,
as well
I'm
initially.
New, aren't I? You see,
Yes, I'm sure we had some here initially.
But you haven't got, you don't do them
No,
anymore.
not embroidery only. No,
okay, that's fine. Because we've got the Italian 9, which does both.
That does both. And again, we're out of stock of that at the moment.
Right.
So
we can't even do that.
No.
So Gerardine, and she's been bugging me for weeks to ask you, and I've forgotten all about it.
I don't know where the best
in a nice
place
way.
would, I don't know where the best place would be to have a look for it either.
No, never mind. That's your answer to your question, Gerardine. I'll do some more research for you. Sorry. Claire said she'd never seen an embellish before. Janet says, morning, John, just bought the 680. I'm so excited. I can't wait for it to arrive. You're going to love it. The thing is, people who buy the 680 aren't necessarily going to buy this one.
It's a very different machine.
Very different
machine. I say I love mine dearly. Wouldn't part with it for absolutely anything because it's a real big solid workhorse. To me, it's the closest you're going to get to industrial on the domestic market. So, and I like it. And it comes with all your feet. Again, I'll have a quick whiz through them. And I'll pop that over there. So we have got the standard zigzag foot, which comes on with it. You've got the over edge, satin stitch, blind hem, zipper foot, your automatic buttonhole and the stabiliser plate, rolled hem foot, your open toe satin stitch, your button sewing foot, your 1/4 inch seam foot, your professional grade foot HP, which I will look at. I'm going to get it out to remind me. Right. Pop it on here with that. That works with one of the plates. Your darning foot, your convertible free motion with the closed open toe and the clear view that go with that as well. Your dual feed foot holder, your dual feed foot, which is your walking foot, which we'll look at in a minute. There, your button shank plate, your bobbins, your needles, your lint brush, your seam ripper, quilting guide bars, and your spool holders, knee lift needle plates, straight stitch needle plate, and the professional grade needle plate. Yeah.
So Becky Alexander Frost, who you know is a bag designer, bag maker, she's never off hers. She works relentlessly on this machine.
I've had tents, I've had horse blankets, I've had everything under mine over the years.
This is the kind of machine, though, when you buy it, you're going to set up in your workroom and it's going to sit there. You're not going to ever move it.
Yes, it's quite substantial. You wouldn't want to be carrying it around
Excuse
anywhere.
me.
Yeah. To me, it's the closest you're going to get. And with that big table as well, it's just so nice on there. I'm going to pop that away now.
Okay. Is it simple to use?
It is quite straightforward to use. I don't think I've got... Where did I put my little stylus? Oh no! Can I just borrow? Oh,
is that one in the bowl? Oh no, that's the top of the pincushion.
I'm going to grab.
Hannah'll get you one, but you'll need to wipe it.
I've just wiped. Let's just have a look. I thought I'd kept it on here. It's just. It'll just be easier.
Okay.
To Thank you. It will just be easier.
There you go.
There we go. Just go like that with it, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. No. We're just.
Yeah.
So...
Oh no, you have to be.
Yeah.
As I say, it's just not nice at the moment, is it? So right, so we switch it on. It would help if I
plugged it in.
It would help if I plugged it in, wouldn't it? It's been a long morning. It's Saturday.
It has, hasn't it? We don't normally do 2 hours, do you? Normally on your way.
I did 2 hours last time. Well, I only live 5 minutes up the road, which is great. I think that's why they phoned me up and go, "Can you come in for 2 hours?" So again, we're coming on. Can we see the screen? Okay, yes, I think.
Hang on, let's just see. Get Paul to come into the screen. There he comes.
Are we okay on there?
There's just that screen there, Paul.
Yeah, it's just this screen here. So again, we also do have on this, and I'm going to pop it in the back here. It's a little, this is very loose. When it comes, a little piece that this sits in is separate in the box, so you need to screw it on. But this has got all the stitches on it that you've got on the machine, which is plenty. Machines, stitch on there. Your mode 1 again is utilities. So let me just come on to mode. We're on mode 1 here. Yeah. So you can. I'm not if you can. No, you can't. So I'm going to touch screen. So you can touch screen on this for the utility stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
And again, you've still got all the ones like we were talking about the 680. So you've still got the one with the reverse on it. You've got your stretch stitches, zigzags. You've also got the lightning stitch, your elastic stitches. Good range of buttonholes, bar tacks, there's little eyelets, button sewing foot. Massive range of applique on here.
Yeah.
Decoratives. You've got some lovely decoratives
camera's
on
gone
there.
All out of focus on you. Hang on a sec. Oh, it's going crazy. It doesn't like that at all. There you go.
There we go. So we've got all the stitches on here. So utility mode 1, you just touch the corresponding numbers. From my 1/4 inch stitch, just touch number 4 and it's automatic there to it. You've got mirror image on here as well, same as the other one. So all your stitches are on here. And on the bottom here, you'll see you've got straight stitch needle plate and professional grade needle plate.
Right, what's the difference?
The difference is, can we pop them back here, see if we can see them again. If we can see those.
Perfect.
Right. Oops, hang on, we're not very straight. So that's the straight stitch, the same as we had before, with the 3 holes in it. The HP plate, the professional one, has just got a single hole. It's more like an industrial.
Okay.
And it works with this foot, this little foot here.
Oh, I see. You need to have a particular
That is the foot that works with it, yeah. And again, once the machine knows, I'll show you how to change it in a minute, the machine knows which plate you've got on.
Right.
I love this foot if I'm doing a lot of quilting or if I'm making curtains or anything like that, long runs of straight stitching. I'm not particularly a dressmaker, but I would imagine if you were using quite fine fabrics, that would be brilliant as well, because you're not taking the fabric down into the feed. So that's, and they all come with it, so they've got the storage plate in the box, they've got the HP foot there.
Fantastic. Now, just take me... Oh, I'm ever so sorry.
That's okay.
I think it's the air conditioning, because I'm fine until I come in here, and then the threads and everything like that. I'm not poorly, don't you worry. Right, take me through what's on the front of the
screen.
machine.
You've got, again here, you've got... I'm just going to pop that back to number 1. So you've got the foot that you need. It's telling me the feed dogs. The feed dogs drop on the side here.
Okay.
It's literally that button.
Yeah. You won't be able to see that.
You won't be able to see it. But you will
be
be able to see on the screen, it's got the free motion foot showing now.
Oh, okay.
So if I lift it back up again, it's gone back to the A foot. So it knows if the feed's dropped. It's not going to let you do anything. And again, you've got your straight stitch here. These are the other stitches in that sequence. So, and one thing I do like with these machines, they've got the dials here.
Yes.
For your width and your length. So you're not pressing buttons, you are literally turning.
So now, as you turn that width, did your needle move?
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's going right across.
Yeah.
So it will do. Right, again, 9mm to there. With these, I don't know if we can see it close enough. Let me just go back to 4.5. So if you can see close enough, there's like little brackets on either side of these stitches here.
Yeah.
The minute I alter it, they go.
Oh, okay.
So you know you're not on your default setting.
Right.
So I'll pop that back.
Yeah.
And that goes into there. And again, I can just touch screen on these.
Is there a clear button to, if you want? Oh, yes, there is down there.
You've got your clear and your memory again.
Yeah,
it works basically the same. The buttons across here, look at those a minute. You've got your twin needle. You've got a 4-way.
Rather than just reverse.
Yes, so you've got 4-way. All the stitches that are in grey will do a 4-way flip for you.
Okay.
Again, you've got your elongation. You've got an independent bobbin winder as well.
I love that.
So you can get your big cones on here, wind your bobbins while you're still sewing.
Yeah.
So that's great.
So like if you're doing curtains or you're doing lots and lots and lots of seam, you don't have to stop, unravel,
and do this
unthread,
and do that. Yeah, you can just wind it while you're going. Yeah. And again, the little piece here is a thread cutter.
Oh, okay.
So when you've done it, you can just cut your threads to save you taking it up to the other end or finding your scissors.
Again, Jayne,
here we go. It's a little thread cutter here. Yeah. It's a little.
There you go. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
It's on there. So we've got all these. Favourite stitch and resume. So you can actually save. This has got a memory, this machine, so you can save certain settings on it. Again, your start over button. Settings we'll look at in a minute. And again, these will just scroll you backwards and forwards through if you've written something or you've got it done. And again, we've got the good old lock on it, so it won't go in there. On the settings, we can go in and you can see now, you've got quite a lot on here that you can do. Yeah, so, you know, you've got your brightness on here, you've got your volume, you've got the automatic cut. So if I want to cut every time I lock stitch, I can set that to do it.
Brilliant.
And you've got 3 pages here, so let's go on to
and you turn it by turning the knob?
You're turning the width knob for this. And again, you've got your start-up speed for stop and start, so you can alter how fast that goes as well. Your favourite stitches in here. I would look in the book to play with that when you get it. And also the resume mode here, which is off. So the resume mode means if I've switch the machine off, switch it back on again, it will ask you if you want to go back, or you press, I think it's the memory button, and it will take you back to the last stitch you were doing.
Oh,
which is ideal if you've forgotten what your settings.
Yes,
and that's usually on the great big computerised ones that we do.
Can I just tell you, Mandy said, morning, I bought this machine last year. It's amazing. I make bags and purses and go through multiple layers, no bother. Love all the different stitches and the amazing throat space. It's my dream machine. Thank you, Elna.
It is a fabulous machine. I've seen so many of these, and you see them where people have, you know, literally worn the coating off almost, where they've used them so much. So it is. It's just, you know, take the time. It's all in the manual, and it will tell you here where we're going to. You've got 3 pages. So you've got your different settings, you've got languages. You can also alter the bobbin winding speed from 5 down to 1, so you can slow it. Say you're doing shirring elastic or something, you can slow it right down so it's not putting the tension. So it's all in there, it's all in the manual, and it's worth just spending 5 minutes having a quick look through, personalising it to what you want when you're doing those. I've got to remember now how we come back out of that. That's better. So we're into here, so into mode, and that will bring us back. I'm coming on to the wrong one now. That's brought me into the alphabets here. So we've got mode 3, mode 1, mode 2. So again, that'll bring the pages. There's different ways of doing this. On my machine, it didn't have as many functions as this, so I'm so used to going, right, I want stitch 07, so I just type it in. But you can actually go through with this, and it will take you through.
Oh, yes.
And then if you want that one, it will just alter it for you with that. So there's a couple of different ways of doing it on here.
It is brilliant, isn't it?
It's just a fabulous machine. It really is. You've also got top foot pressures here.
I was about to say, what are those for you?
It's a top foot pressure, and we can see on this side. So it's really easy to see when you're altering it on there. Yeah. So you can take it up or down, and it's quite a lot of movement on this one. So I'm trying to think where else.
And then that's your tension. The tension's quite obvious.
Tension's on the front. Yeah, I think it looks a bit more like we were used to many years ago, doesn't it? That one. But again, I'm a great believer. I don't mess with the tension. Once in a blue moon, you have to alter the tension. And again, it's the same with the top foot pressure. You know, say you were doing like fur fabric or you were doing chiffon, then you may need to alter it, but just for normal.
Well, yes, because like I say, Rachel got one of these and she literally does wedding dresses. That's her main job. But then Becky Alison de Frost is making great big sturdy bags with bosal in and all the spongy
several layers,
and everything like that.
And they're fabulous. It'll go through anything. And on the back here as well, we've got the alphabet.
Okay.
So again, you've got that. And it's a 9mm. So you've got the 7mm upper and lowercase, the same as the 680.
Yeah.
And 9mm is just uppercase. I'm going to pop that there. There is actually another slot on the back here. So when you're not using it, if you want to put a cover on, it just tucks in there out of the way.
That light, oh, actually, put that back down inside. The light under there is fantastic.
The light is amazing on these, I don't know if we can see this. So there's all the extra light in here.
But they're LED, aren't they?
They're LED. My old one isn't. And when I put a new one on next to it, I'm thinking, you know, how did I ever sew on it? Years ago. So,
and the throat space is like they just mentioned about the quilting. The throat space is fantastic, isn't it?
Full long arm on here, with this. I'm trying to think. I'm going to pop the walking foot.
Now that doesn't look like a walking foot.
No, it goes on slightly differently.
Right.
And the nice thing with these, and so many people don't realise this, you know, normally if you want a walking foot with an open toe or a 1/4 inch, you've got to buy the whole walking foot. With this one, the plates pull off the bottom.
And do you get the other plates then to go on
the bottom? You don't with this, but they're easy enough. Again, it's category D.
Right.
So they're easy enough to get, and then they just slide back on again.
Oh, perfect. But how come then my walking foot here, which I think is a modern machine, it's quite a chunky walking foot, and I have to get the
little arm over the needle screw.
Sure it works,
no, this one goes on slightly differently. I'm going to see if I can find a screwdriver in here. I think I might have found one. I found one somewhere this morning.
Yeah, it was in one of these.
It's in that one, I think. Is it in the bottom of there? I might have one in my bag actually. Just a second. I haven't for a change.
You've not got one, hang on.
No, I've usually got one about my person somewhere. No. Let me just skip round and get that from you. Thank you, John. Thanks. Yeah. So with this, I'm probably going to have to move the machine to do this as well.
Because we're going to concentrate on at the moment, where the needle is, the foot bit, aren't we? There,
so again, you've got the foot lift, and it's on the back, and it's, again, you've got the extra high foot lift, but on this machine, it stays up.
Stays up? Yeah. Brilliant.
Which is really handy for getting bits and pieces under. Again, I'm going to lock the machine out because I'd quite like to go home.
Can you reach? You can move it if you want
I'm going to have to come round to the side probably and move everything else out of the way.
Yeah, there's loads. What people can't see behind that desk
what they can't see is another thing, So I'm just going to...
So you literally just unscrew...
I'm going to, if I can get in there. It's just, I may have to come back.
Right no, there you go, there you go.
There we go. So I'm going to take this off.
Right, so you're taking off the whole
I'm taking off the whole with the foot holder and everything. I always leave my presser foot on there because it's so easy. If you've just got that, it's so easy to lose it, and then you really are.
Yeah,
stuffed. I didn't like to say that.
As I said it, I was like, what's coming out of my mouth this time?
And again, I leave the screw in. Even putting that walking foot on there, leave your screw in so it sort of negates the need for an extra arm.
Oh, yes, otherwise you can try
to... Yeah, exactly. This one, this little piece, there's a little square at the back.
Right.
So we're going to pop it in. I've had so many people that I've had messages from and going, can you please show me how to put the walking foot on here? So I'm going to have to come all the way around here now. And again.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So there's a square at the back that you put that little top loop into.
Yeah, and it will just clip round.
There you go.
And it just, you'll feel it clip in. You literally just press it to clip in. I might swing the machine round in a minute so you can actually see it.
There you go.
because it's one of those questions that people, because it's not exactly the same.
Right, twist the machine round.
Let's just twist the machine round. See if we can see it there.
There you go.
Can we see it there? Yeah, there we go, perfect. So you can see on here where it's clipped in.
Hang on, it's just gone out of focus again. There you go.
So here, that little piece that was moving, it's just clipped in the back here, but you need to make sure you will feel it physically clip in, so that the foot is in then, and it's your walking foot.
So that's it. You just you feel that click in, and then
it's done. Tighten it up. Make sure again with all your feet when you're changing these, when you're changing them over the foot holder. This, make sure you just give it a little quarter tighten with the screwdriver. I've seen so many people who haven't, and it works loose.
Yes.
When you're using it a lot, so let's get that back round. And
you see, that doesn't look like a walking foot to me.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no, obviously
it is. Honestly,
obviously
it is. It is. Honest. Right, so I'm going to undo this, and we're just going to leave it on here. And again, it should be okay. I don't want to full speed ahead.
No.
And as you can see, and it's so quiet. It's such a lovely quiet machine.
Oh yeah, no. Everyone who's got this has said how quiet it is.
And again, we're going to go round. And again, lock stitch.
Is the needle to the left? Or is it just am I just looking at it?
I can't see from this angle. I'm not even sure where
here,
it is.
It looks
from
like
this
it doesn't matter because it's still sewing everything. To me, from here, it doesn't look like the needle's in the middle. It looks like it's gone across to the left.
It should be. I think it's in the middle. It looks like.
Sorry,
I can't see from here.
I'm miles away from
We're
it.
all away from it, aren't we? So, and it's just, it's just lovely with a walking foot to put it on. But again, you need to remember, walking feet are designed to go forward. I've seen people who've tried to use decorative stitches with them.
No.
And it just doesn't work. The stitches are designed to do that with it. So a bit of zigzag or your straight stitch and it's fine. So
how many buttonholes has this one got?
Oh, let me have a look on here.
Have a look in the book. Or nothing.
We have got 2, 4, 6, 7. You've got 7 standard, then you've got your stretch ones as well. So
Perfect.
9 altogether. So there are quite a lot of them on there. So you can see them on here. Again, you've got your keyhole round ends.
Upside down, Jayne, sorry.
Is it? Oh, yeah. One day.
There you go. 9 buttonholes.
Yeah. And all your stitches.
So while it's still there, just remind us, because we didn't quite see it earlier, of which stitches do the 3 different plates?
Right, so these are all mode 1 and mode 2 are with your standard stitch plate, which is on the machine when you get it. The one that we're all used to.
Straight, zigzag,
zigzags, all your decoratives, everything.
Yeah.
Then you've got the straight stitch needle plate here.
Which is like the one you get on the Elna, this Elna, my 680.
So on here, you've basically got your straight stitch, one with the lock stitch or the automatic reverse. You've got stretch stitch on there.
Yeah. Oh.
Your piecing stitches. And a lot of these now have got a 7mm and 1/4 inch because the metric is 7mm for quilts. So they tell me. I'm still in inches.
Yeah.
Mock hand quilting is another one that people don't really realise is on there. And that's on a lot of the machines. It's one of my personal favourite stitches.
Yeah.
And again, you've just got your triple stitches, so the machine knows and it will grey everything out.
Right.
You haven't broken it, and if you go back and you haven't changed your stitch plate, you think, but it won't do that, and that's usually why.
Yeah.
The professional grade one, again, you've got the similar stitches on it, but you'd use it with the HP foot, which I'll put on
Right, so
next.
you can only use those stitches at the bottom left with the straight stitch foot and the red one with the professional
with
foot.
the HP plate, which I'll pop on now, show you how to change the plate.
Perfect. And now just flip it over and so we can see the alphabets, because we couldn't quite see those.
There we go.
Before.
So you've got 7mm upper and lowercase.
Yeah.
Got a Cyrillic one as well. You've got quite a few like little symbols and things on here as well. Yeah. And then you've got the 9mm is uppercase only, which is the same on all the machines. Yeah. And again, you've got some symbols. But you can combine them with decoratives as well.
Well, the letters.
Yes, you can just flip backwards and forwards. The thing to remember is if you're just doing a name or if you're doing a quilt label, it will stop when it finishes the alphabet.
Right.
If you've popped some decorative stitches on the end, you need to put the lock stitch on.
Oh, because it'll just carry on going.
It'll just carry on going otherwise.
Oh, so it'll be go. Yeah. Jayne made this, Jayne made this, Jayne made this, Jayne made this.
With a little heart on the end, it'll just keep going. But, if you're just doing the alphabet, then it will or any of the symbols on here, it will automatically stop for you at the end.
Fantastic. Right, I need to talk to you about split pay. It's £1,699. It's a special price, Jayne. See, I haven't done this machine with Jayne before, and it's that price because it's a price Jayne got for you specifically because it's exclusive. Totally. We thought we were never getting this machine back. Before I started working here 3 months ago, it had sold out, and we were under the impression we would never ever get it back. We don't have many of these, do we, Hannah? No. Oh, right. Okay, I can tell you now. There are 8 left. That's it. Right, there are 8 left at this moment. That does not include people who've got it in their basket, right? So I don't know how many people got it in their basket, but anyway, the price is £1,699. You can pay that today if you want to, or you can pay £339.80 today, plus your post and packaging, and then there will be 5 more payments of £339.80, and the machine will be yours. It will be sent to you, excuse me, after the first payment. So you don't have to wait like you do with the Christmas Club till you've paid all the money in and all the money's in there. You literally get it after the first payment. Oh, hang on. Oh, here's Rachel. Here's Rachel. I said I got this machine. This is my go-to machine. I bought it from Sewing Quarter and it's perfect for my bridal work. There you go. That's Rachel who's on the show here, usually on a Sunday. I know. And I know she uses it day in, day. I mean, admittedly, there's not many weddings happening at the moment, but day in, day out, Rachel uses her 720.
Yeah, right. I've just popped the HP foot on now. So it's literally take the walking foot off like you would normally. And that one, again, it goes on the shank.
Right, okay, so this is the
professional... HP, the professional grade one. So again, I'm going to lift this up. You change your stitch plates again on here, no screws, which is brilliant. You just press the corner, and it pops out.
Lovely.
There we go, and it pops out, so you can change it. And if I pop this one on, it will automatically then...
Clips in.
It clips in. And
right, now it's writing on the screen.
It's telling me to please make sure that you've got the proper presser foot attached.
Okay,
so the machine knows that I've changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're on to here, and it's just such a fabulous... so, I mean, you can go down to this equally.
It's quite fast, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah, you can. You are really. That's why one of the reasons. If you're making a pair of curtains or something, you can just fly down with that. You've got no nothing at all. So, and you can hear it. You can just feel it. It does never strains itself on anything. You know, some machines thinking, oh gosh, is it going to?
But it's solid, isn't it? Like
it's really. It's a solid metal base. Yeah, it really is. Knee lift comes in here. So you drop the feed on the side. You've also got the balance on the end here.
What does that mean?
Sometimes you'll find if you're doing quilting or doing heavy things, the stitch you might need to adjust the stitch slightly. It tells you in the book. I wouldn't play with it unless you really, really have to.
Okay.
So again, in the book.
I've never come across it before. I don't know what it is.
Yes, it's a balance. It's on a lot of the machines.
Oh, okay.
So usually it's hidden away.
I haven't got it on mine then.
You probably have, but I'm not going to tell you where it is, so you can't play with it now.
Okay, no. Because if it's there, it's like tension. Don't
mess with it.
Touch your
I'm a great believer with those. If it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. Just
okay. If people are sitting at home thinking, oh, what do I do? What do I do to get the 680? Do I get the 720? Who would you say each one was aimed at?
This one, it's like you're saying, a lot of people who make, if you're doing a lot of heavy work, if you're going to want to be making a lot of bags, you say like wedding dresses or like a lot of coats and heavy soft furnishings and things like that, then I would go for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you've got a small business or something like that.
Well, technically they're not for business use, these. I do have to say that.
Rachel's cottage industry. I don't mean factory, but Rachel sits in her studio and making wedding dresses.
Loads of people use them, and they would just absolutely thrive.
Yeah.
It's just like
I run a business and I use this one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I make somebody a ball gown or a wedding dress,
that's what you're going to use, and you will do, yeah.
So the only real, not the only real difference is it's how much you've got to spend and what you want. I take my sewing machine, this one, my 680, goes everywhere with me. So when I do my show in Weston-super-Mare, it goes with me to Weston-super-Mare. When I go to, I don't go anywhere at the moment, but you know what I mean? That one, if you get the 720, I'd put it in my workroom and then it wouldn't move.
Carry
that would
it
be
around,
its place, and it would be by the window, and that would be it.
And that was it. And it's just such a fabulous machine. It's just so powerful.
And we're down to the single figures, but we don't know how many are in baskets. But the 680, I presume we will get over and over and over again.
Well, when we can get stock at the moment.
Yeah.
At the moment, stock is a massive across everything at the minute.
Well,
isn't
yes,
it?
of course.
So we're trying to get stock, and it's just
Right.
Been an interesting few months.
Yeah, no, don't. So basically, what we're saying is, by all means, if you're saving your money like Claire is, carry on saving your money. Yeah. But we don't know when the stock we've got has gone. I don't know.
I don't know with these ones. I don't know when what they're coming in at. I know it's really difficult at the moment with all sewing machines, just trying to get them, because obviously, so many people have gone back to sewing, or they've had a go and they're thinking, oh, do you know what? I really like it, so I want a bigger machine now.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the children can have the smaller machine, things like that. So it is.
Well, that's
really
what Chris next door to me. She gave her granddaughter her But her sewing machine, she's now looking, I think I should get one of these myself. And I keep going on and on and on at her. But it's like people are upgrading. And as we say, mindfulness, people being at home, crafting is such an important thing.
It is. I can lose a whole afternoon in my sewing room quite easy, especially if I start sorting fabric out.
Oh, no, that's the stash.
That's the whole day gone, isn't it? Yeah, that really is the whole day gone then.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Coming in on your Saturday off to do all that for us. I don't know where I'm going now. Okay, I'm just going to recap stock of different machines and everything. Right, we have to do the embellisher first. 3 left. That's all I've got left. 3 embellishers left. And that... Oh, right. And Jayne has just done a kind of symbol at me to say there is no more stock. There is... At this moment in time, when those 3 have gone, we cannot get any more from Elna. Right? So £359 or £119.66 if you do it on free pay. Split pay, not free pay. Don't get it for free. Oh, no, Sue, I can't, we'll have to do that next time, I'm afraid. I'll do it next time. So split pay, £119.66, £359. There are only 3 left. Now, are there any in baskets, or is that 3? Oh, okay. So there are 3 available, but 2 people have got it in their baskets. So in effect, there's only 1 available. There's 1 available. That's it. That's the embellisher, not this. I'm not talking about this or this, right? So where are we going next then? 720 next. 720. Show you a picture of the 720. Here it is. Special price that Jayne got for you, exclusive to Sewing Street, £1,699. The split pay will drop down any second. There it is, £339.80, 5 payments. No % interest. No % interest whatsoever. Stock-wise... Okay, I'm going to be totally and utterly upfront with you. Quite a few have checked out, right? There are 8 available, but 4 people have got them in their baskets. So if those 4 people now at the end of the show check out, there'll be 4. And again, that'll be the same thing. We don't know. We have no idea. There wasn't quite such a severe reaction to this one as there was to the embellisher, but we don't know if we can get any more of those. And I'm only not adding any undue pressure whatsoever. I'm just telling you the facts. And I would hate for you to ring me up or message me in 6 weeks' time saying, oh, John, I want my 720 now. And I go, sorry, got none. So 4 in baskets, there are 8 in total, right? Oh, okay, there are now 6 in baskets. Yeah, it's because you can't get them. Right, this one here, my little baby, my little baby. Right, okay, we asked Elna for as many of these as we could possibly get to have in our stock, never imagining so many would go today, right? Percentage-wise? Oh, no, don't tell me percentage. Tell me numbers and I'll work the percentage out, Hannah. Yeah. Oh, right, heading towards the 2/3. Heading towards 2/3 of the stock has gone. Towards 2/3. And remember today is the last day. Are we saying today or tomorrow? Because we've been saying weekend, haven't we? I'd say weekend. So if you're watching on Sunday, oh yeah, nobody's going to change it. Nobody's going to change it overnight, are they? So if you're watching the repeat, what date is it today? About the 9th? 9th of January 2021. So say the midnight on the 10th is the cut-off point for your... You can still buy the machine, you just won't get the 5-year warranty. You automatically get a 2-year warranty, but you won't get the 5-year warranty, which is worth £60 as a special gift on top of that. When you do buy this, if you do buy this, there is a 2-year warranty inside the box. Do not fill that in straight away. Wait for about a week or so and Jayne will be licking the envelope. Only can't lick envelopes now, can you? She'll be doing that with her little damp patch thingy in the post office, sending you out the form to fill in for your 5-year warranty. £1,099 and it split pays, 5 split pays of £219 and 80 pence. Right, now we're going to go to Yarn Lane in a minute, so I have to give you tomorrow's Sewing Street menu. Here it is. Oh, fabulous fabrics again at 8 o'clock. Spectratastic 11. I've no idea what that means. It's not the one I asked for, is it? Oh, if that's the one I asked for, it's two. I think it's the one I asked for, and it's been given to Vix. Well, confetti, spelt incorrectly, isn't it not? Confetti quilting with Darphine Brooks at 9 o'clock. That's using brand new batik fabrics. Bag making. Now, I don't know this guest, Must-Haves. I've never met her before. Bag making by Must-Haves. And then at 11 o'clock, we've got felting with Darphine Brooks. And then at 12 o'clock, oh, no, you won't be. Now, I can see that 12 o'clock already. It's good. Yeah, overlockers. I don't think there'll be any felting machines ready for tomorrow, left for tomorrow. Oh, okay. We weren't supposed to have the felting machine today, Jane. It's your fault. It's supposed to be for tomorrow. I'm going to blame Jane. Right, okay. Now, we're going to Yarn Lane now. If you're watching the telly, it doesn't matter. Stay where you are. If you are on the web, YouTube or Facebook, you need to go and find the Yarn Lane Facebook page, YouTube or the website. Anything that comes up for sale in Yarn Lane will not be on the Sewing Street website. It's only on the Yarn Lane website, as in the other way around. If you go to Yarn Lane, you won't see any of the Sewing Street things. But if you buy anything from either of them, it's 1p&p because they're in the same warehouse. I know. And what we're making a teapot cozy and a hot water bottle. And what? Oh, and the guest had lost their glasses. How did she find her way here? I don't know. Anyway, we've got to go. I'll see you the other side of this on Yarn Lane.